my god. Where's the camera? Hi, JB. Where's my camera? I find it. Stop RP is past RP. No, that ain't it. No, that's chat. That ain't it. That ain't it either. That's not it. I think this is it. It's just not there. Shit of a bitch. They're already going in.
What's up, bro?
None much.
What's up?
Oh, what's up, man? Just doing some. Need to find my face cam so they can at least see Isaiah's face. I'll be there in a minute.
But alright.
Yeah, yeah, Kai and Wolf are already in there.
Alright. Thanks.
Son of a bitch. Where the fuck is it? Oh my god, it is not there. Oh no, it's not there. No, that's not it. Am I on photo mode?
Stinky blue man.
Hold on, am I on photo mode?
The blue man.
Am I accidentally on photo mode?
Like blue raspberry. Yeah. Maybe put it through a streamer.
No, I'm on stream. I am definitely on stream. Is it just cocking me right now? Fuck. Should be right here. Oh, it is all the way over here. What are you doing? What the hell are you doing all the way over here?
This is gonna be great. I need something besides politics. I've been doing politics since Sunday.
There you are.
I haven't been here in ages. That's okay. Before me, we just have to go up to Aurora, and it'll be fine.
Fuck, when was the last time I was here?
I see it. Oh my god, I made this so fucking long.
I can't.
Oh!
Last time I
Oh
was
no, Oku died.
If we get bored, Aurora would talk to us. It's okay.
here. Let's get in there. Skyport or Waystone? Usually Waystone.
I don't matter, we can go waste
We know you don't matter.
Back. Oh my god, okay, so, alright, here we go, I'm in business. There's the skin. Why is it so long? to see him. Oh. Ah. Now what I was looking for. There we go. Big Isiah. Okay, now we just shrink that down. Alright, we're good. Why is it over here? Why you be over there, you motherfucker? All the way over there, giving me a side profile. That bombastic. Oh, because I put it right there. Duh. Okay.
That is true. I do know about that. Well, I know what I would do. I haven't done it in a long while. That's why usually if the cops do come and they knock on my door and then I open it and they go, "Oh, this fucking Brit."
I also feel like if you were to actually hit,
like we actually know her name, but they would call her mama. It's like, yes, people that don't actually know her real fucking name. Wild.
I know her name, but yeah, we call her Mama. I've been messaging
most
with
people
her and
do.
talking with her.
One of the Victorian
I
laws
talked
things
to
There's
her
one thing I
briefly
know
last
is
time at the
trauma.
bay.
So.
Yeah, no, I talked to her at the bay, and then I said I'd let her take her time.
Let's see. Library. Hello.
When you run through the infinite
She
possibilities
called
of
me
the
uncle
universe
again.
and the multiverse, you kind of just.
No,
And
keep it
again,
together.
I've been in this body for 30 years. I'm already a little. I've thought
Together.
of
Together, I think.
everything.
Together.
We're explaining how I came to be to that one.
Well,
He's taking it very well.
well, at least it's not exactly the birds and the bees.
No.
Hey, Isiah.
I heard you didn't get to use the armor yet.
I put it on. Well, I put it on, but when we got there, swarming with armored motherfuckers. 2 men, no magic, no technology. Nah, no, dead on sight.
Still have to get married, but
Well, I mean, I could make the offer of explosive. Are you in need of ample explosive ordnance?
see? Hotels learn about explosives.
Hold off on that until
I see.
we get a better gauge of the situation over there.
Okay. Is it an extraction mission? Is it a destruction mission? I'm not gonna ask for big details, or is it like a... So yeah, you wouldn't want to drop a nuke on them, so...
It wouldn't even work.
I don't think we can get any nuke there anyways.
Oh.
Anything that's technologically more advanced than a crossbow essentially starts to deteriorate once it gets over there.
So if I brought
That's why we needed really basic armor for Isiah.
well, because if I brought like my gun, it just fade to dust like it got Thanos snapped.
What if you... Sorry, this...
Didn't you use the materials there to make a muscle?
So you couldn't, like, have a
could.
crossbow bolt made of destabilized
again,
uranium?
The most advanced they have is crossbows, but
Okay.
muskets might not be
It's
too.
made from material there. It's made of wood, pounded steel, and gunpowder.
So
Great, next time I'm over there, get the chance to ask him.
Greek fire.
Turn the tides of the war. Give the
Greek
people
fire would...
guns.
Oh. We recently,
so muskets,
not recently,
if I
but
remember,
30 years ago recently,
well, technically
my
he
people
came up with it.
rediscovered the formula to make Greek fire.
You're both geniuses.
Yeah, but
Turn the tides of the war. Give the people
I think
guns.
the Flux may have tried to take you for a moment, and I missed something you tried
And
to
you
say.
know, with enough tension strength, you could...
I said it was your idea with the muskets.
It would be a feat of engineering to do it at that level,
Yeah.
but you could,
You're
in
still
theory,
genius.
lob a metal rod at enough velocity
Go
and
there.
just like,
You would go there
you know,
and then figure out how to
decimate
make it
people.
using your current knowledge and using the materials that are there. Then you could make the guns.
Yeah, and then we'd have to be very secretive and make sure we're not getting caught and find it. First things first, the metal, the gunpowder, the
A
ammunition.
lot of that is just way too much effort to be worth it until we get her body back.
Do they have tar?
Yes, I believe so.
It's like medieval.
Make something that's used to tar and light it on fire.
Molotovs!
Molotovs are made with high-grain alcohol.
Yeah, you can make fireballs with the tar at least.
Yeah, a
We would need
flammable glass bottle.
for us to
Molotov.
even
Spicy
stand even a chance. We would need an army
And
ourselves.
if you don't throw it right, it just sticks to you, and then you have a
So
name
what you
for
do
Oh,
it.
is you dip
That
the,
and they hit them
you
at
dip
the
the
right
very end
moment
of the
in time
tar
and in the right
in the
area.
tar, okay? Then you
With their
put
most
the end that's not in the
populated
tar
or
in the glass
condensed.
bottle, okay? And then you
At least as far
very
as the tar
carefully hold
bombs
the
go.
bottle because there won't be any tar in the
Because
bottle.
those explode
And then
and
you
then
light
to an
the
area,
end of
and then
the
the
cloth that
tar
has the
sticks to
tar in
things
the
and
throat,
people
like
when
Molotov.
it's burning.
Yeah, I
Spicy
know.
And people
cocktail.
just get melted.
It would still
Yeah.
stick, it wouldn't spread.
It wouldn't spread out as much as
I've
you
seen
think
a
it would.
lot.
Oh,
Oil would make a better
But if
super
it's
Molotov than tar. Tar's just too thick.
most
Now, if you want to make flaming arrows, tar is a little bit of a better choice, but... which they have used, but...
I'm thinking more Molotovs, but harder to get the flaming liquids off. Try scraping
Yeah.
tar off of you while you're set ablaze.
And also,
Would not
as I
be
was
very
telling
easy.
them, I have the formula for Greek fire, so...
But if we were to
Well, I'm
try,
taking the idea
Oh.
from Greek flamethrowers.
Oh, should we go sit down and... Yeah.
I'm gonna poke my head
Well,
out
I
from
kind of
far
stole
away.
this from the Greeks, because I'm pretty sure that's how they made something akin to a flamethrower.
Yeah.
Old-timey flamethrower.
Tar and fire.
But if we were to strike at the moment they're most condensed, it would be when they're celebrating a victory. They could poison their alcohol or water, whichever they're drinking.
Idea. Wait, no, that's magic. Well, actually.
I mean, poison's not that hard to make, even without magic.
True. But I was thinking of even if we made a weaker version of the poison from you-know-who that made people blind and deaf and disorient them. Considering the two of us have spent a lot of time studying it. At the very least, we can make something that mimics one of the effects. A bunch of blind soldiers stumbling about after they're drunk would probably be easy pickings.
We just have to where to go.
They went down to the chairs. By the way, you didn't see the person looking for me on your way in here, did you?
No. I've been
Tried
busy.
to scout around just in case.
I've been busy before I came here.
That's fair. As long as you didn't see him when you got teleported in here, you got to the crystal. I think we're fine.
Hydrate, you bastard! Hydrate!
For some reason, my disguises have been wonky lately.
I'll drink my water. Thank you, Jay.
Yeah, probably for the best he is not here.
Yeah, your white-ass half-brother.
Yep. Annoying white-ass half-brother.
Hydrate, you
Let's hope
bastard!
that the other one hasn't
Damn
also
it.
found out that I'm walking around.
God damn it!
He's more annoying.
I will drink my water, damn, when I find a chance to. I promise, I swear. God, leave me alone.
Hydrate, you bastard! Hydrate!
Damn it, Jace.
Can of worms, the idea of... I mean, like, people like having the body or knowing where the remains are to hold the funeral, but, I mean, they're gone either way.
Hydrate, you bastard! Hydrate!
Friendlier forces or being retrieved. And given the fact that we didn't get a chance to try and scout around and see if there were any traces of the survivors, much less get her body back.
Yeah.
Both are up in the air as to location of survivors and when the body will be returned.
Yep.
So what I've heard is Eldoria's going in an ongoing war. And like I said, yeah. Like I said, if we had any chances of getting Iris's body back, we need an army ourselves.
Magic doesn't work. Magic doesn't work.
Technology doesn't either. You would be a sitting duck if you win.
Yeah, I'd be a
You'd be a rusty piece of metal on the ground, just unable to move. At worst, you'd be a stuck rabbit just sitting on the ground.
Thank you for the head patch, Jay, but that works for my VTuber model.
Oh, fuck, I didn't even think about that. I can't even help. Like, yeah, fuck.
Yeah.
Oh.
I would offer my assistance, but considering my condition, well, it wouldn't be good for me to walk in there and then dissipate into the air with it.
You don't necessarily dissipate, it's just any of your magic. Essentially, if I'm not already out when I get over there, I'm staying cooped up.
So...
Wings over there. Given, you know, how manifesto wings.
Siegecraft.
Hey, Ouija, your college buddies here.
So Siegecraft is on the table.
Getting the materials would be a bitch, but theoretically, yeah.
So what brings you here, old timer?
Oh, fuck off.
How old are you?
26-ish.
I don't believe you.
And you have grandkids?
Damn, your pull-out game must have been weak.
Oh my god.
Are we going by human years or no?
You said 26 by human years, and by
No,
your...
I just said 26. I never specified what species.
Oh, dear.
How many are you in human years?
So, Luigi, how are you doing today?
Old as fuck.
No.
Old as
That
fuck.
means you're an old timer.
Luigi,
That means you're an old timer, yeah.
How you doing, my friend?
I don't want to hear from the rabbit controlling the mech.
Okay. I mean, I am old technically because you're like 60, 70
Let's
technically.
face it, everyone here is just post-teen, okay? That's all it is.
But you're very post-teen is what I'm hearing.
I'm still post-teen, fuck you. Anyways, Luigi.
Right.
We have a problem. Well, not a problem, necessarily.
Probably have several problems given the wheel.
What?
Well, it's a cold.
Are your bones achy because you're so... Never mind.
Well, as I told you last time, you became CEO.
Those two fucked around and messed around with the reincarnation system a little bit with the wheel. Well, several wheels.
Oh my god.
I have a system in place. What's supposed to happen is when someone goes to be reincarnated, I take bits and pieces of their previous life, but then I change others. Kind of like how you copy someone's answers on a test, but then they ask you to change it a bit so the teacher doesn't suspect anything.
Thank God you didn't fuck up Mirabelle. Jesus. Then there'd be problems. Sorry.
Well, she wasn't. She's no longer under my jurisdiction.
He was.
I will talk about that later.
Details.
Right here is not the place. Anyways, I have a system. However, comma, fair wine, godweed muffin.
You got crossfaded? Damn.
I didn't. No, I got drunk and he got high.
So it's still crossfaded, just two different people.
Baby.
We could have made it. What the fuck?
Hey, yo!
I'll be right back.
Sorry, humor's the only thing that keeps me sane.
Would have rather have dealt with my brother than hear that. I'm not going to lie, but that was funny.
Yeah, it was.
And that's saying something.
Alright, I'm on the wrong mic. Hold on, I need to get Zarbon ready.
Be angry. It's out of respect. Drop.
What did you hold them by?
A horn, I think. No,
Oh,
the back
no.
of the shit. I don't know. I just grabbed something.
The back of the shirt like a cat?
That's how you get put on a list.
Convulsing too much. What?
Just grabbing something is how you get put on a list.
We...
Yeah.
Oh, we're
I
not...
know, I just...
Oh, wait a fuck.
That's the only way I see him getting put on a list, and he did not do that.
He didn't get put on that
One is
list.
married to my granddaughter. No, thank you. I'm good.
Not that list.
Besides, he is way too edgy for me.
Damn.
No, that much is right. He is an edgy fuckboy. Yeah.
Okay.
Edgy fuckboy, femboy, yes.
He's not that...
EFF, if you will. Anyways.
He's not... You know what? Never mind.
The Cobalt. I told you last time that he became a CEO. His workers are staging a rebellion.
Well, wait. A kobold became a CEO. Kobolds are idiots. How?
This one... This... Would you like to explain?
Oh fuck! You guys made your own version of Donald Trump.
Around a bit too much.
So you made a smart kobold.
We did, and we made him a narcissist.
I didn't hear that.
Anyways.
I didn't hear.
If that was the case, we'd be rolling tanks down the streets.
Be on trial for money laundering, and an ongoing investigation is occurring.
Oh, that's the case. Tanks just the next step. Never fucking mind.
That's not good. What the fuck do you mean?
He's on trial. Well, he was a bit of a fuck up, so he was a whoopsie.
He was a whoops baby? Shit.
I mean, I was already planning on a different reincarnation specifically made to deal with him, so I guess that doesn't, I no longer have to do that.
Oh, that's a name I haven't seen in a minute.
Would you like to know who his judge is? I'll give you one guess.
It's not the empath. It's not the empathetic.
You guys should have made your own version of Judge Judy.
Well, that one was still dealing with the fucking golem.
Well, after it was dealing with the golem, the librarian golem, it wanted to change career paths because it saw what the golem was going through, the sociopath golem that we created, and it thought maybe going into law will help me change them. Cause, empath, I can fix them. And this is where we are now.
You guys shouldn't be allowed to manage reality in any case.
Overall, like, in the grand scheme of things, I will admit it's not that bad. However, come on.
Okay, so the options that I've come up with is gay femboy half-orc narcissist.
What? What? Gay femboy? Femboys are already gay.
Christopher, we've made too many of those already.
At least most of them.
Or a gay kobold psychopathic assassin to also kill him.
Are you just trying to make a hitman?
Maybe.
You do remember what the original kobold sexuality was, right? I don't think that's going to go how you think it will. Okay, wait, my buddy, my pal, my man.
Are you thinking they're going to team up?
Yes!
Well, actually, that might happen.
What the fuck?
I think they're thinking that there's going to be heavy petting involved.
New plan. I put on disguise and I go and handle this shit myself.
That sounds like a great plan.
It is your problem, so...
That sounds like a great plan.
I brought you into this world and I can take you out.
Exactly. See, he gets it. Now, I do have good news. Don't worry, I do have good news. That one fairy that I made, it's actually doing really well, surprisingly. Yeah, she's made almost an entire ecosystem. The Feywild's thriving. Which, to some, is a bad thing, but considering it was abysmal, it's actually doing pretty good.
That's good to hear.
But I still think the wheel was a bad idea.
I think the wheel was a bad idea at the time. And
No, the bad idea was you guys got separately crossfaded and created those monstrosities.
Okay,
there was only 1, 2, maybe 3 monstrosities at most.
3.
That's 3 too many.
That's 1 too many.
You're bullshitting military has fucked up my hands. Think about what you've done while I will return.
You're blaming me for this, but there was a system to where one person spins the wheel and the other person decides how much of a certain personality trait the other gets. I know for a fact I'm the one that spun the wheel for the Cobra. So the excessive narcissism and power-hungry demeanor, that's his fault.
You still technically helped out.
Well, yes. He did say something about a wheel, and I decided to make them. However, Karma, it was a good idea at the time. And there is a possibility for the wheel. Because this whole thing started because we were like 150 fucking reincarnations in, and we were running out of ideas for what to give people before we sent them on. So we're like, you know what, let's come up with a randomizer.
Oh no.
And we'll just let that shit take over when we can't think of anything.
Yeah, but, come up with a randomizer when you're not drunk or high.
We wouldn't have gotten the idea for the randomizer if we weren't drunk or high.
Okay, come up with the idea, but don't make it until you're sober.
I mean, I put down the basic personality traits on each one. I mean, I put down all the races that he says he has in his pantheon, all the personality traits I could think of, and then, we added sexuality because we couldn't just have everybody be straight. We would get canceled on God Twitter. And then...
I'm surprised I haven't been tweeted. Surprised I haven't been canceled yet then.
And then we just, it kind of went from there, and it started out with 3 separate wheels, and I'm thinking maybe we should just make more wheels to actually consolidate things based on how they were in their previous life. That is my solution for the wheel problem, but the wheel was a good idea at the time. It's not our fault that for some reason it's just those specific 3 got the worst hand.
You guys basically played the Wheel of Souls.
Exactly.
This is why I'm not religious. This is why I'm not religious.
There is a
Because it's fucked up shit that yeah.
Hops.
It's not that bad.
It's pretty bad.
It was only 3.
It's only bad when we make poor decisions. We've already banned fairy wine and those weed muffins from further sessions.
Let's be honest, are we really going to follow that? The best we can do
Yes,
is have
I am.
fucking... No, the fuck you're not.
Yes, I am.
Yeah,
It's my universe that I have to
Real question.
After hours is another thing.
Real question. You both already very clear you don't think straight when you're high and drunk.
Mm-hmm.
What happens, because infinite possibilities and whatnot, when there's a time when you're drunk and he's high and you're like, you know what, it's not our session, but let's just create another fucking crazy motherfucker.
It's gonna happen.
Oh, I already have a contingency plan. Nipsey is going to appear and knock me the fuck out for making poor decisions.
Thank God you have a contingency plan like you're Batman.
Yes, I do. Unlike this one. No, she's not going to be there to chaperone us again. I'm not putting her
spun
through
the
that.
wheel herself last time.
Only because we made her.
We didn't make her do anything. We made her.
What? So...
But Isiah, they can't be Batman because they're twins, so...
Okay.
No. Don't listen to him.
She did not know the full you son of a bitch.
I made an offer. I said, Nipsey, do you want to spin the wheel? Because Nipsey was just sitting there watching us. Before I even finished saying wheel, Nipsey came over and spun all 3. Keep in mind, this is 35 fucking spins in. She knew what we were doing.
So what did
Very childlike mentality, remember? She probably just saw us spinning the wheel over and over and wanted to join in.
fine. But we didn't make that statement. I would.
Do you guys have a higher god that you serve that needs to like put you in timeout?
No, technically he's the highest one.
Oh damn. You should be put in timeout.
Currently walking the plains. At least I was.
Uh-oh.
Also, no, technically.
I think he's gone. First one.
Oh, there we go.
Damn, first Lenora, now Themis.
There's no line fork after this.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. Since someone spilled the beans, I'm going to ask you, and I don't think I asked you personally, but I asked Aaron. Do you still not want any information about the situation with Iris?
I've already pieced it together.
For what I know of, she is attracted to me, but due to the soul bond she had with Artie, she's more, prone with her. But I guess I might as well ask. Might as well. Hold on, let me
Where
just.
the fuck is the rabbit?
Hold on.
Never talk about another higher being. You made me flush.
It seems the higher being put you in timeout.
Apparent fucking leave.
Time
Jesus.
out.
I swear to God, if it.
I've
been around Julius far too much.
Well, I have noticed.
Preparing for his time with Vesper and his soon-to-be kid. Whenever that becomes a thing.
This is why you don't ever tell anybody all your domains. There's going to be a pun somewhere.
Oh, yes, because I totally decided to do that of my own volition. It's not like we fought with all of them active at once.
Fair. I don't know what you told them before that happened.
I will be honest, I don't really remember. I don't
Probably
remember
'cause you were
much
drunk.
before the fight.
Oh.
No.
No, this was a while back.
Oh.
No, you informed us of everything you were capable of so that we could make contingencies around in case you went ape shit.
Oh, yeah, I did do that.
That was part
Okay, I
of the
had to
reason you gave Nero
do
Isaiah.
TLDR was, infected with a parasite that, at some point could possibly, make me not myself, so I gave them, know-how of what everything I was capable of power-wise. I'm no longer infected. I'm good now.
Lucky
Okay.
And that's how I got me.
No. This opens a whole can of worms. So this is a physical body,
Correct.
and you can be infected by a parasite.
Well,
It was a
the
very
parasite in question.
Yeah.
Is the parasite also extra-dimensional?
It's dead, so it doesn't really matter.
Was.
It was dead or was extra-dimensional?
Was something similar. It's very hard to kill.
So it's
I
a
will
higher
if I
life
get
form
the
in a matter of
chance.
speaking.
Okay,
Fuck up most people, yeah.
alright, just let the
It's
one.
a byproduct of one anyway.
Let him
Oh
explain.
yeah. We're gonna let him speak.
Everyone's so excited to share my lore, I guess. The parasite in question is a product of trying to create life for the first time for a being that was not supposed to originally be able to. Someone of deathly power wanted to have a kin, a child. And someone in my universe, those with that kind of power cannot have children. They are classified as a corpse.
Yeah, because through death you can't create life, kind of thing. It's quasi-reality stuff. Yeah.
However, they begged and pleaded, and so I attempted it. And in doing so, created the parasite in question. What this thing did was it would latch onto a host, would be capable of what the host is capable of, and would slowly take over their mind and soul until eventually you could not tell who was who in the driver's seat.
Okay.
And as far as the state of the parasite, that would depend on who they were controlling. For example, let's say the parasite would take over Lithone there, for example. They would be classified as immortal and dragonkin and everything that Lithone is. So when they took over me, they were very high in the hierarchy of
planar powers.
beings.
Yeah.
So I gave them the know-how of everything I was capable of, so they could come up with contingency plans.
You gave
It is
me
dead
the
now. It is
contingency
long
plan.
gone. But there, that's a very rushed and short version of it.
That's how I got one of my drones named Mira.
You know, makes me consider to see if I can invoke Flux again, because kidding.
Listen, I'm assuming you're new to the group. Our law's almost as big as this library. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
I think
all that.
I think me and Aaron have the simplest lore out of everybody in the fucking group. Actually, no, Isiah, never mind. Isaiah's got us beat.
I would say yes, except for the fact that he was a demigod. Now he's not a demigod, so there's that whole demigod thing that he had going on.
I still think that beats us.
Meanwhile, for you, well, you have yes amount of dragons. How many?
Alright, let's replace that. His is a bit more of a smoother ride than ours is.
Okay, yeah. That's fair.
Fun.
I'm sorry, we're ranting. We should change the topic. How's everyone's day been? What did everyone get up to today other than...
You gonna tell him something, Luigi?
I'm making mac and cheese when I get home.
And nobody can stop you.
When we were talking about how I wouldn't force Nipsey into stuff. I don't remember anything after that. I've had a bit on my mind, so that and I'm constantly keeping my senses out for things. So, no.
Well, since we briefly touched on it before, I might as well let you both know. Although I did have a hand in Maribel's reincarnation, she is no longer under my jurisdiction. I do not control her soul, I guess is the best way to put it. Whatever happens to her from here on out, neither me nor my pantheon, my universe, has anything to do with. I made sure of that so that certain people could not interfere. It was rather easy. I did have to sign a contract. And
Ladies and gentlemen, the Wiccarum will be closing in 30 minutes. Please make sure you have finalized any last-minute requests and purchases or book rentals, and the bar is now closed. Have a wonderful day.
I did have to sign a contract, and I have to teach the other person how to properly maintain the soul, but anything that happens to her, don't look at me.
I've been learning about souls.
Yeah. Yes, it's very fun.
Yeah, because one day I don't want to be in the rabbit because.
I'm sure you'll get there.
Yeah. Oh. Crack my procedural, my metaphysical neck.
Oh, fuck, I should do that. Never mind.
Oh, did that come through? Did you hear that?
I'm sorry, was either mine or yours. I couldn't tell because we kind of did it at the same time.
Slightly.
So
it's up to that person if they want to let you know their presence on if they
So is that what you wanted to tell me?
Yeah, basically.
Gotcha.
I've been working
Don't
all
worry,
day on
she's in good
transferring my
hands.
assets from my universe
The rest of the
to
gods in my
this
universe
one
wouldn't
in
fucking
a
dare step on my toes
non-suspicious
in my
manner.
domain.
So our path is on yours.
Yeah,
Got it.
especially when I don't know if you heard it, but I was telling Aaron that I was I'm like, you know who Tony Stark is?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm like the Tony Stark of my universe, except on a galaxy scale. So
I'm usually lurking in the background listening. It's just a matter of whether I care enough to remember what he talks about with people or what people tell him.
I essentially have to. I'm the physical stuff is pretty easy because I can just say I'm relocating, and I can pick a spot where various governments and whatnot don't really frequent it, or like I can pick an abandoned planet, right? But it's the digital assets, it's that stuff, it's my financial assets because I can't really like clear out trillions of credits out of a bank account at once and not have people worry about what's going on. So I'm kind of just having to
little by little.
Yeah.
Out of character, you would have heard Luke's phone start beeping for a second.
Hold on, I gotta turn you up. What? Heard out of character.
You would have heard Ouija's phone start beeping before you pulled it up.
You have mail.
Can answer your booty call later.
5 new
Never mind,
my
based
cue.
on that. Alrighty. Everything alright?
I need to go. I will see you all later. It's fine. Fine.
That's
So
totally
that's
not.
fine.
Well, that's perfectly fine. I will talk to you about it later. Most likely.
Yeah, I'm free. I'm not doing anything. You're being followed. You have no say.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
Let's just okay.
I will see you Chuckle Bucks later also.
Yeah.
It is a little difficult to, you know, keep myself sane when they're talking about fucking with people's souls and creation and whatnot. Again, that's why I'm not religious. I don't like thinking about it too much, but once you delve into quantum engineering, it's hard not to think about it. Because there's the whole, you know, like, thought experiment that people do, and people with metaphysical degrees and philosophical degrees, and they talk about theoretical machines that can erase someone on a reality level. And if you could erase someone from multiple realities, that's like a whole, oh boy.
Closest thing to erasing people from multiple realities that I think we've run into is expungement, but that's more of a... I can't. The best way to describe it is expungement is quite literally deletion of the soul in its entirety.
Yeah.
You no longer exist whatsoever to any degree.
Yep. Quasi-relativity and quantum mechanics fuck with the universe because, I mean, standard physics says like matter and energy can't be destroyed or created; it can only change form. But once you get into the quantum side, you have that cases where stuff can be destroyed and created, and there's no explanation for it other than "fuck you."
I see. So in a situation like the ball, like the little balls, I can't remember what the fuck they're called off the top of my head.
Newton's cradle.
Thank you. In a case like that, all the energy would have to go somewhere, but in the case of, like you're describing, it could just stop.
Yeah.
Just because.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But of course, the more we think about it, the more people try to explain it. It's like, oh, that energy is being transversed into a different dimensional level of space and time. Because, like, you could, like... So Newton's cradle is a good experiment. Like, you could technically, through time, grab it and take its inertia away. And then it just stops. But you took the inertia away into time level dimension. So the energy's there, it's just in a completely different form. And I can't really reach and show you that way because I can't exactly reach into the fourth dimension or my hand would disappear.
Fair. Yes, fuckery of the highest degree that I don't want to get caught in the middle of.
I thought I just heard someone sigh. Who?
Morrow. I think you saw her at the fourth last week.
Oh, yeah.
Looking into probably not many end up wandering over in her form.
Yeah, well, I heard this place had a really big library. I'm looking to see if they have any books about space travel. Looking to hopefully upgrade my ship. Hopefully.
I could help with upgrades on your ship.
Same here.
Here's an engineer, one of the highest degrees that I know. Magitech might be a place to help you also. And I'm sure that their section has history of all kinds of different styles of travel, so...
What kind of space travel are you looking for? Are you looking for, like, intergalactic, interstellar?
I guess interstellar, just visiting, like, planets and stuff. Also, don't take this too badly, but, my ship is kind of like, I guess the equivalent, like one's dog. I'd rather not have anyone else mess with it.
Oh no, I mean I understand, but if you want like information on space travel, I could provide information on space travel because I have lots of.
Oh yeah. I'm
of
perfectly fine with getting information, but as far as the upgrades go, I'd rather do it myself.
Oh no, of course, I know I wouldn't. I generally wouldn't let people make any modifications to this prosthesis because this is my kind of interpersonal prosthesis.
Also nice to see you again, and
You haven't met me yet, you met the other one.
yeah, no, I was about to say, either you're really early for Halloween, or something happened, or this is just something I don't know about you. It's one of the three.
Two souls, one body. You can call me Morrow.
Bye.
Nice to meet you.
You can call me Maribel, or Belle for short.
To put in layman's terms, think of it as like Naruto, and this is just his Jinchuriki came out. Forest-tailed beast, I should say.
Sure.
Huh?
Okay, now.
Somebody describe it that way, and they're not entirely wrong.
It's perfect. It's perfect. It's truly perfect.
I don't get it.
It's okay. You can ask Artie about it. I'm sure she can show you the reference.
Wait. Mirabelle, like the earlier that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm confused. I would rather stay confused. Huh? What?
I was just wondering what you were looking for. Not many people usually wander over to this corner, so...
Oh, well, that and also, planes. Figuring that stuff out. New to the metaverse, so, figured, learning about metaverse things. Well, just basics.
Hello again.
Oh, what's up?
Well, technically, you're moving horizontal, whereas plane travel is vertical. But not really.
Loop de loop.
Yeah.
Out of character. Sights work here, right?
Magic sight would get blinded because all the men in the air I don't think also works.
Okay.
Got it. Come another day when there's more time. I came here late. Oh well. So how's everyone's day been?
Work like usual.
For the most part.
Transferring assets through reality, so...
That sounds fun.
Mm-hmm.
How about your day, though?
Huh?
How was your day?
It's nice. I got to visit Bastion, get to see it again. It's been a while since I've been there, although it is in ruins. So that was experience, but it's still pretty. No, it's a place that I'm from.
That's fair.
That we moved out before the big
thing. Sorry for my
incident that happened. Luckily.
Oh, is it another explanation of the souls thing? So, other soul is now present, providing physiological manifestations.
I'm guessing this has to get explained a lot.
Yeah.
Fairly often, yes.
Yes.
He
Like
has really good ears.
Yes, it's like spam callers. We'd like to talk to you about your car's extended warranty.
My name's Boss.
What was that?
That's when you put the phone underneath a pot and just start banging on it. They'll never call back again.
Okay.
Or you can just pretend you're the FBI
I
agent.
was a guy, and then a wizard put me in the rabbit, so...
FBI, open up!
That's unfortunate. Why would someone do that?
Because people suck.
What'd you say your name was again? Sorry, I'm bad with names.
Isiah Morrow.
Nice to meet you. Again.
Sorry, they missed their joke.
Not good with names.
No, I'm better with faces. But yours is definitely one I won't forget. Also, sorry if my flirting is a bit much. I've heard it can be. It's just how I am. But I should probably check and make sure that you're actually okay with that.
Who is popping?
Talk later on that.
Oh, it's them.
Okay.
And hello.
God damn,
nice
creepy.
to meet you, I think.
Hi, it's nice to meet you
may want
too.
to start watching your surroundings, my friend. At least I think. I don't know if I've met you before. You feel familiar, but...
No, I don't think so. Then again... Then again, I did think that I met already. And that it turned out I did. So, I don't know. Do you play video games?
Maybe. That was more of my brother's thing, but I did play them on occasion.
Multiplayer games.
Yes.
Then we might have been in a squad at some point. This was my easiest explanation for why people might maybe remember me.
You strike me as you play gacha games. No, I might be wrong.
Actually,
I was more of a fan of single-player games.
They both look like they play gacha games, or they were gacha games.
There.
Hello. And yes, you're not wrong. I exist.
By the way, did you happen to...
Is existing going well for you?
Out of character, you notice him squint at the couch for a moment.
That's good, that's good, that's good.
Did you happen to run into that person we talked about before?
Nah, just some random patron.
Okay.
One of his college drinking buddies came along and they talked about some shit that they did.
Oh, I'm sure that was interesting.
You are too powerful
Yes.
for the flux.
Yes, it was.
Yep. I'm one of the lucky ones for the night, it seems.
How much time do we got left?
Got 13 minutes till the place closes.
I'm kidding.
Oh, I keep ending up here late.
I'm kidding. I was able
I get
damn job keeps
I was able to
holding
do
me
it
up
to a higher
on these
being,
days.
so it was like...
That's
Need
because
to
I'm
plan better.
foxy and you're a
What do you
rabbit,
do
isn't
for
it?
work again?
No.
You could say
I'm
it's a
not
type of
actually
law
a rabbit. I
enforcement.
mean, a stuffed rabbit, but...
Yeah, kind of figures given that you...
Unfortunately, I got held up inside of a
Sorry, it's
meeting
been a
when I was trying
long
to
day
get
and
here.
I don't sleep, so...
Yeah, that could
Well, that
definitely
kind of
do it.
makes sense. A white man looking for
No, I
a black
literally
man
don't sleep. I don't have the
trying
need
to
to
arrest
sleep,
his ass.
so...
Well, that coupled with a long day, you can't even sleep to escape the long day. So yeah, that would definitely do it.
At that point, the last 30 years are just a long day.
Yeah.
So every day is a Monday. Understood.
Garfield would hate that.
That's why I always have clocks on all of my suits, so I make sure I know what time it is, so at least I have some semblance of knowing when a day has passed, because if I don't, I will go mad.
That's smart.
I'll turn into a Mad Hatter now. Wait, you don't even wear a hat, my bad.
I could wear a hat.
No.
Someone was talking that if I could open the body, we also talked about the theoretics if I turned my body into the inside of my body into a bag of holding, and then I could pull a hat out of me, pulling a hat out of a rabbit.
Would that hurt?
That's a reverse magic trick.
Well, I don't feel pain, so. But I went on the existential path of would my soul be localized in the bag of holding, and if so, would my soul be localized in a empty expanse of infinite...
Fuck, I just realized what I did.
I have a solution. Make the mouth itself the bag of holding.
Yeah. But first, I need to discover a way to do damage to, like sew the mouth into it, so...
No. Sorry, my brain just thought of something. I'd rather not say that.
I'm not gonna make the other end the bag of holding if that's what you're thinking.
No, not that. Not that.
Oh! I invoked it on them!
Damn.
Maribel, I'm sorry.
I've discovered my power. When the flux is strong, I can woosh people.
It just seems to be affecting at least a certain amount of people.
Yeah, it's that tonight.
Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh.
Stop.
I'm gonna make a joke about that now. For all time.
Why?
Yeah. Especially because it's like 9 minutes from closing.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Damn it. Wait for me!
Oh, sorry.
I still haven't figured out how to walk slow.
Yes. Depends what hands you have.
I've returned.
I did it. I did it. It took a while, but I did it.
Delayed effect.
Could I ask
We're going
you
to the
something
bar.
very quickly?
Oh.
Yeah. Well, 1 second. Come back.
Oh.
Oh no.
Quick out of character joke. Damn, you made Iris die a second time. Thanks.
Oh.
Damn!
No! That's
I'm sorry. I had to make the joke.
Oh no!
PTSD! Anyway, there's my card.
Oh, I called you back here to ask you, later, can, we, connect and meet up for that, travel, info that you have? Unless you have a pamphlet or something, I don't know.
I have a card. It doesn't explain, but it's contact info.
That works.
Should just put that in here. No, that's going behind.
It's easier than taking somebody's phone and just typing in their info and handing it back.
Guess I should.
Well, I didn't have a card, and someone told me I should
Yeah.
have a card, and he's right.
I happen to be looking for someone. I'm sorry, but you do seem somewhat familiar to them. Or maybe familiar, I don't know. But if you run into them, it's about a man about
Oh no.
a long horns and possibly a halo behind him. He has facial markings. Run into him. Could you possibly tell? I have a card here.
Okay. Yeah, I got 2 cards.
Yeah.
Want to make it a hat trick with 3?
Sure.
Isiah, do you have a card? Do we just start loading cards onto them?
I don't have a business card, but I do have my phone number.
I won't mind getting that.
Hey, yo!
Fine, hold on.
Oh, someone's popular.
Trust me, he's more popular. Well, the other one is more popular than me.
At the moment, no.
Raises eyebrow.
Do I want to know?
You see, the other one has a problem.
I don't have a problem.
Not you, look.
For partners.
No, Aaron is a fuckboy.
Okay, anyway, here you go, Maribel.
Oh, he's a man
Thank you.
Damn!
He seemed a bit too uptight for that. I'm surprised.
Trust me, it's a...
Ladies and gentlemen, Wakarium will be closing in 5 minutes. Please make sure you have finalized any last-minute item requests, item purchases, or book rentals. And please finish up your conversation by finding your way to the Waystone or the Skyport. Have a wonderful day.
Breathe.
That needs to be clipped. Okay, I'm fine. Thank you for the phone number. I'll save it in my contacts. Hold on. She'll reach behind her ear, pull out a phone. Tap, 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 tap. Yeah, I'll send you a text message. It's just a fox emoji.
What do you?
Puts phone back. There you go. Oh.
So
That shit was funny.
yes, it was. Anyway. So about that flirting thing. Takes hand. I don't mind.
Noted.
Though I am a married man, so I'd have to let my wife know so I don't get in trouble with her.
Okay. All good. All good. I will not cross any lines.
Oh yeah, but we should be heading out.
Okay, I'm back.
She's back for.
I'm taking next Tuesday off.
Go get some tacos.
Oh, they did. Oh, there they go.
Maybe.
Trust me, I know a good taco place.
I'll take you up on that then.
Here, her name is Consuela. Trust me.
Thank you.
Trust me, if you want to know that story, quick TLDR, her husband was a bit of a cheating bastard, so I had to beat his ass.
As you should.
The fuck? Oh, wait, this is from Marty. Oh, okay.
You want to just walk there? Since we both got the text?
All three of us, technically. I got the same
Oh,
one.
you did too?
Yeah.
Field trip!
Well, you all have a good day. Hopefully I will see you all.
Bye.
Again.
How'd you get?
I just realized this place is wheelchair accessible.
Oh, by the
Now
way,
you noticed?
said it.
What?
Sorry,
Huh?
but
Yeah?
Sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Oh, you can call me Maribel.
Okay, nice to meet you. You may call me Palace.
Palace.
Also, I forgot to mention that
Like the
fellow
building?
that I'm looking for. Something similar, spelled slightly different. My parents did not have quite the sense for naming. That is to be sure.
Yep, see you when I see you.
I think of the Bride of contact that has
Oh.
The fuck?
Yeah.
I won't talk about things any further. I'm gonna hit crystals with my feet.
Sorry, this is the punches on the avatar escalate in sound and force with each stage of the
Senpai, good to see you. Oh wait, you're dying.
Yeah. No, I have to give Zen a moment because I legitimately might have killed Zen.
No.
Zen, you good? Are you okay? No, the light was very bright. I can tell because the spawn box is dark. So I just want to make sure they're okay.
Oh, there we go. No, it wasn't you. My headset just grayed out.
Oh lord.
Oh.
Yeah, I've been having headset problems, which I can't afford to get a new one. So here's hoping.
Is it the cable or is it the
It
actual
might
headset?
be the cable, so I'm probably gonna be getting a new one and hoping it's the fucking cable. Because if
Yeah, I was
not,
gonna
I will
say.
crack.
These cables are easy enough.
Good to see you again.
Curry just had a whole headset
Good to see
issue
you
the other day.
too. My headset is how Curry and I became friends. Crunch.
Hello.
No, they point
So
out
am I allowed to spectate, or?
Specifically mentioned for open spectators, I don't know.
Okay.
I will see you all there.
Okay.
And considering it's request on me if you would like.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Request only because I don't have Artemis funded.
Okay. Alright. Request on K. You do not have K. Request on me. Yeah,
Okay.
Dude, it feels so refreshing to be here.
I saw you walking up behind me in my mirror, and I legit thought you were about to be sitting there going.
I was actually. If Maribel was like, no, don't do that. Alright, yeah, I got my invite. I'll see y'all later. There we go. I'm not dabbing. I'm just gonna be like, boom. That's all you get. Oh god, and now now I gotta change the damn music. Let me.
Okay. Okay. Before we begin, a couple people that we were role playing with did want to come and spectate if that's okay.
Stiff.
Oku, and then it's just Dex now. You've met them both in roleplay.
Don't know this. Okay, sure.
Alright, well, we gotta switch to an invite plus because I can't invite them or accept because it's invite only.
Just forewarning, their characters cannot come here without an invitation.
Yeah, they already know.
I already told them that their characters themselves are not here, and it's a private scene, but they want to spectate. That's it. Portalis. Portalis.
Portalis. Here we go. Alright, let's see what we got here, baby. Let's see. Oh, son of a bitch.
Drones, sea level high, sea level, city cars, audio options, the rain sounds all the way down.
Environment. What am I turning off again?
Turn off drones, sea level high and sea level, and city cars. And then go to audio options and turn rain sounds all the way down.
Okay.
Don't forget to turn rain off also.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, turn rain off too. I forgot about that. Thank you. I knew I was forgetting one. I almost had it.
Okay. Let me get my character.
Sorry for spam requesting.
You're good.
Let me in. Let me in.
If I don't respond like a hold on. In the future, if I don't respond with like a physical reply, wait about a couple minutes and do another. And if I don't respond after 2, I'm usually busy or AFK.
Okay, thanks.
But I will get to the responses. I do try and like write out a physical reply whenever people request on me.
Okay.
Put that back on.
Okay.
You motherfuckers are stealing all of my lilies. Anyway.
I'll get to start.
1 second.
I think I
no,
didn't
brain.
see you fixing the like derailing the conversation during that.
No, I didn't.
No,
Oh, I guess you're talking about the
Wolf.
Oh. Okay. Anyways.
Who is in a very model? Oh my god.
Nobody.
Oku.
One second.
Oh.
Do you have a different invis?
Model that I could find.
I was about to say the archive can have an issue all night, it seems, so could just be that. But never mind.
I will rejoin the instance uno momento.
Okay.
Okay, you could also clone this one.
What you tilting your head for? Oh, he called.
Sorry for immersion purposes.
Well, this one is used in RP too.
Let me get out of the elevator so we don't crowd cave when they get in.
But yeah, I saw that shit. I noticed that shit, fam. Good job on that.
Yeah. Just in case.
If there was more time, he was about to go for hops.
Okay. There's K.
So basically, just before, Palace was questioning Maribel about Ouija. So Isaiah went behind him, and I was like, "Don't say a thing. Don't say anything about Ouija."
Doing this, I did not.
No,
see
I
that
did. No, I didn't do it unless Mirabelle accidentally let that slip. Like, don't say that.
I am not dying. I'm not dying of cringe anymore.
All right. Cool.
Here's the thing about Bobby.
Yes.
One, Artemis is fucking agitated. She doesn't know how to approach this conversation. She's overthought it to the point that it's actually started to annoy her. But she's going to calm down to have this conversation.
Okay.
What is murder? I am going to fuck. Where's that video player button?
It's already started.
I blame the rabbit. He's been making people flux all night.
Damn.
You.
Humps and head pets.
Now, I'm saying this now to all unless your character is invited to this mega building, you cannot get here. This is in a different dimension. The entire building is surrounded by a fucking fog that prevents teleportation, dimension doors, any form of magical or technological teleportation or scrying cannot happen. Okay, good. Now that we got that clarified.
Question, briefly to go over that. What about out?
Outside of, no.
No, going out.
It doesn't.
Okay, no, we can or out.
You have to appear outside of the building, walk through the fog, and come in.
Gotcha.
You can appear in Bastion City, you just can't get in the building. Yeah.
I just had a quick question regarding your transformation thing. Is that still a thing that can happen? Since you see that he's the phone.
Restricted is your ability to travel. If you
Okay.
do something stupid, the consequences will be because of your actions. Meaning,
Okay.
man, a fucking whale train sucks dick, doesn't it?
It means test that theory at your earliest convenience if you so choose.
Fuck around and find out.
Fuck around and find out.
Fuck around, K as a DM, she'll be happy to make you find out. Not in a way that will wound or grievously maim your character, just don't be dumb, please.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay.
Anyway, otherwise, 30 seconds still cogs up.
Yeah, I know it's uncomfy. Hold on a bit longer.
Hello?
Hey.
There we go. Come on in!
Thank God, I'm starting to get cramped in here.
Yeah, you are a bit tall.
It's not my fault that you decided to eat the fucking beans when you were growing up. You ate your Wheaties. That's not my fault.
Well,
I am bee hugging height. So.
mm-hmm.
Well, be fucking height as well, but that's.
Giggity.
Moving on. Shut your bitch ass up. Okay. Belle, take a seat. Make yourself at home. Nobody's in trouble, nothing crazy is happening, but, I'm about to have a very awkward conversation with you. I'm not really sure how to approach it, so I'm just going to word vomit. And say things.
Me here or Aaron here?
I want you to sit down, I want you to shut the fuck up, not say a goddamn thing. That's what I want you to do.
Got it, don't care what you're doing.
Okay.
Oh, no mind if I do.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so, you already know about my former wife, Iris. Yes, you know she passed away.
Yeah, you told me about her.
What I didn't tell you is that she reincarnated.
Oh no, Artie.
Oh.
Alright, now here comes the very awkward part. You showed up. I never met you. That's the truth. I've never met you before in my life. I didn't really know how to approach the question of how you knew me, or how you knew me at all, or how you recognized me, and I didn't piece it together until we were in that room when you looked dead at me and kept asking me the same question. Are you sure you don't know me? Are you sure? I could have sworn we've met.
I had a feeling it was away at her.
For context, when my partner passed away, when she reincarnated, we went to Afterlife to talk to her.
Oh,
or not to
controller.
talk to her, to assist with her transition.
Controller.
God of Death, who was in charge of this whole process, gave her two options. She could pass away,
Time God.
remain there, or reincarnate. And when she passed, she asked him if there's any way, shape, or form that she would, the next iteration of her soul, the next person that had her soul, would remember anything about me because she loved me a lot. We had a soul bond. That's how close we were.
Well.
And, well, then you started asking very specific questions, and were asking if you knew me, and, yeah, you did. It wasn't you.
Okay.
I don't know how else to say this. You were the reincarnated version of my wife. I have gone over for the past 3 weeks to try and process and figure out how I would say this, how I could make this.
She seems to be taking it well.
How I can seem like not a piece of shit for lying to your fucking face, and I'm sorry for doing so. I just had no idea how to approach the situation.
I mean, I probably would have done the same if I was in your shoes.
just like, yeah, totally, we were friends, and totally whooped your fucking ass in Mario Kart. Bitch, I don't know you. Don't be so real. Not that I don't want to. I absolutely want to.
Mm-hmm.
You're adorable. You're cute as fuck. I enjoy you.
No.
Just, I had to do a little bit of separation between you and that one for a little bit. I had to kind of mentally gymnastic around that.
Ah.
And well, the main thing is the fact that
right as you pointed at the picture, I black screened.
Damn.
Okay.
I'm telling you, Iris's death is a curse.
The actual ghost of Iris said, "Stay the fuck away from my wife, bitch."
I'm telling you, every time Iris's fucking death gets brought up, man, it happened earlier.
I've also might have
Yeah, give me a
cursed you,
second.
so
Yeah, you know, that damn rabbit. Rabbit's feet are supposed to be lucky. What the fuck is this shit?
Vegeta, tricks are for kids.
Alright, I'll be back.
All my partners right now.
That's funny. The timing every single fucking time is great.
By the way, this apartment is so Artemis. This is such a her fucking space.
Yeah.
She's the
is that
angry,
also the
short
bed?
Asian mom.
No, the bed's in there.
It's in the next room.
Oh, okay.
This is just a cuddle couch.
Yeah, I really like this apartment. This is dope. I love everything cyberpunk. I especially like the Pacific
No,
right
believe it
there.
or not, if you want to know what this is based on, I want you to look up Nakogen Tower.
Oh, excuse me.
Okay.
Nekogen?
G-I-N.
Gion.
So,
Oh.
there used to be this type of architecture in Japan.
Oh.
I can't remember the name of the form of architecture, but essentially they made this gigantic building, 2 pillars, with staircases and air conditioning units and all that stuff. And then they just put these pod apartments, the whole fucking thing, that are bolted to the 2 concrete pillars with 4 bolts.
What the fuck is this monstrosity?
Every time, hey, don't talk too much shit. It was actually pretty cool. Every time an apartment would get ruined, destroyed, or damaged, the idea was that they would just unbolt it, move it out with a crane, truck in a new apartment pod, bring it up with the crane, bolt it up, and boom, problem solved.
How much are these apartments?
The building got destroyed. It got demolished. Nobody rented the apartments out, and supposedly when it was in service, it was actually pretty expensive, and the apartment pods themselves were too expensive to produce and build. But the apartments themselves would have cost around like $1,000 a month to live in our money.
I mean, that's not too bad. All things
Surprisingly,
considered.
Japanese apartments are around $200 a month to live in.
Well, that's it. I'm moving to Japan. No.
But that's a lot.
No. Get it.
Oh, you don't do that. Want to know why? They're
Why?
not particularly fond of Americans right now because of influencers.
Also,
Especially the Somalian one.
There's a fair few of Japanese people who are wildly racist. Against white people and American people specifically,
At the moment, it's really bad because of influencers, the Somalian one that was mentioned, and because of our current president doing stupid shit, making us look even more like idiots.
My
But
therapist
I'm not
is
gonna
like,
get into that.
don't focus on the macro because if I do, I will lose my fucking mind.
And talk
But
about.
yeah, no, at the moment they're not fond of us.
I'm wholly ignorant of anything that is happening in current world politics or just in general because I literally have blinders on. I don't listen to the radio. I don't watch the fucking news. I couldn't give a fuck what's happening. I deleted my Blue Sky account because it ceased to being porn and was Trump.
Yeah, that's a good thing because I wish.
Is everybody in here an adult? I know all
Yes.
of you two are. Okay.
I'm
Age
27.
of person, I don't. Age of person?
27.
Okay. Damn! Both of you younger than me by a year. Anyway. I'll be real. I'll be 100% honest. I'm going to be as transparent as humanly possible here. I only have Blue Sky because I like seeing 3D bitches, booth babes, and they're badasses. I'm sorry.
I mean, if we're being honest, I only have a VPN because Pornhub is banned in my state.
Damn.
Same.
I don't have a VPN for it, but yeah, no, Pornhub's banned in Virginia.
Damn.
Yeah, North Carolina as well. Hey, we're state neighbors.
Hey.
Chilling with the fucking boys talking about
I mean, it's also the VR chat.
Twitch, please don't ban me. I'm under mature content, so we're good.
It's also a VR chat thing. People tell each other.
Alright. I forgot he was streaming. Sorry, chat. Apologies.
Should be good, but just in case.
I was horny on me.
I just remembered.
I forgot to join. Tell the chat who didn't ask. Anyway.
I just remembered two days ago. I got told by two different women, respectively, that they broke 8 and 13 toys.
Damn.
All right. Moving on.
There we go. Kai just requested, so they'll be back.
I'm appearing just so I can look. What? No. Stop. No.
Confusion. That's after stream. That's after stream.
People tell me wild shit. That's just all there needs to be said.
There you go.
Alright, anyway.
I was watching Zexel stream. Let me just mute that real quick.
Oh no.
Talking about fucking Pornhub, and I only got a Blue Sky to see fat bitches anyways. Let me sit back down. Yeah, my bad. Hold on.
The thickness.
With a capital.
Tasteful thing. Anyway.
Trust.
Wasn't tasteful. Anyway,
Right. I fluxed when you pointed at the picture, so go from there.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That is Iris. That's my former wife. I had a soul bond with her for probably 3 years, too.
About 2.5-ish, I believe.
Holy fucking shit, dog! Anyway, sorry to make this awkward. The point, this very awkward and long conversation short, I couldn't stomach fucking lying to you, so I decided to be completely transparent and honest. I didn't find out until you were quite literally in that room. I see you as a completely different person because, if I'm honest, right now, Iris would probably be midway through a fucking existential crisis if your roles were reversed.
I see.
Yeah. I hate how accurate it just right off the money.
I mean,
Anyway.
makes sense if you were soul bonded and married, so like you would know her. So
Apologies for lying to you, and I'm sorry.
apology accepted. Like I said, I probably would have done the same if I were in your shoes.
We all good?
Yeah?
Damn, I thought I was gonna get cussed out. I thought I was gonna have to go
Why?
like an emotional thing. Because that would be a normal reaction considering the circumstances. But you're completely relaxed, which is drastically confusing me. But
I mean,
I'm taking it in stride.
at the end of the day, she lived her life, I'm living mine. She's Iris, I'm Belle. I mean, how do you know that you're not a reincarnation of somebody? And even if you did know, how does that change who you are now?
It wouldn't change me at all. You want to know the weirdest thing? I have actually gone through the government records of Bastion City, well, what remains, and her name is in apartment 217, mega building 5. It's not there anymore, but the address is...
Yeah, no,
records.
it's not. I'm looking for it.
It's gone. The whole fucking thing is gone.
I know. No.
Anyway. Yeah. So that was, huh. I don't know
So
how y'all
what you're
fucking
saying
managed
is, I get a second chance.
I mean, I wouldn't have managed it, but...
Damn, bitch! Okay!
I'm sorry, was that too much? I'm sorry.
No, not at all. I'm all for this. We're all good. I just... Bro, what the hell? This is the most metaverse-ass shit. Like, okay, alright, I'm gonna be... this is gonna be... This is gonna sound kind of shitty. Don't take this as shitty. This entire scenario is the most metaverse thing you could possibly think of. This is metaverse bullshit incarnate.
Oh.
Am I wrong?
Am I supposed to be having a different reaction? Okay, hold on.
No, you're fine. No, you're fine.
No, I got this.
Bell!
How dare you! How dare you lie to me! That used to be her, but now me. Don't you boot my nose?
Already did.
Alright, well...
God damn, your eyes are pretty. Huh? What?
I know.
Never mind, guys, you're good. I just thought I needed to cry into your fucking chest.
Lucky woman! Huh? What? No, I was talking to him. I mean, I'm a lucky
Did you just say Iris was a lucky woman?
No, I was staring at him because his eyes are pretty, and then I was like, God damn, your wife is a lucky woman, because apparently he's married, but he's...
Well, Iris wasn't my wife, at least not yet. My wife is named Vestra.
That's not who she was speaking about.
What? Whoa.
I'm so fucking confused.
Same? Huh? You told me at Wakarium that you were a married man. So I was saying, God damn, your wife is a lucky woman. Yes. What the fuck do you mean that Iris was, huh?
She pulls out a flask of whiskey and puts it in her tea.
What the fuck?
Talking about
Vesper, Isaiah. Vesper is my wife. I recently got married to her.
Uh-huh.
Hold on, I'll show you.
What does Iris have to do with it?
Can we go on our date now before these dumbasses fucking make my head hurt?
I'm still slightly curious about the Iris thing.
Okay. Right.
Wait, did she riz you up too? Do I get another second chance?
Well, look, it was the other way around. But, yeah.
Oh, so I get to do it this time.
Anyway, explain later, because I'm about... she looks like she's about to have an aneurysm.
Okay. Do you know where you want to go yet? Or is it, am I picking?
I'm gonna show you a really cool place with crystals first, then we're gonna go where you want to go. Alright, now, kindly, the both of you, get out!
Yeah. You.
Bye.
Ow.
You alright?
David, I'm told.
I think I left him flustered.
No, it's not that.
Not my fault that your bitch. Not my problem. Your bitch ass ate your Wheaties.
I'm not even gonna. I'm going home.
Compensating for something. I am so sorry. I don't know if you heard what Maribel just said. She whispered to Artie, unless his height is compensating for something.
Ah, no, it is. Oh, you'll find out soon. It's not.
Okay, see, first date.
God damn.
So I get a second chance, huh? Damn,
so
I tried
bad.
to raise you up as Maribel and my hands fucking broke. Alrighty then.
I feel so bad because Aaron's treating Maribel like he does any other new person.
That's okay, don't worry. She'll raise you up sooner or later. But first I gotta fix my hands.
So wait, how old is Maribel?
1 second, let Kay speak.
She's 20. Something. They can't remember exactly. They took her soul back in time and she lived in the city and survived an apocalypse by joining the space program.
They joined the Honkai Star Rail.
I'm gonna beat your fat
I'm gonna not punch you.
I mean, unfortunately, that is slightly her backstory. Think about it.
Go fix your hands. Go fix your fucking hands. I'm gonna hop out. I'm going to hop out for a bit. Actually, Oku. Where the fuck are you? Scene?
Oh yeah. Sure, we can do that.
Yeah.
I love that her reaction
You know what?
was basically...
I could call Isiah into it if you want to go also.
Sure.
He's not gonna know about what the y'all was doing. Because they kinda got
Bless you.
kidnapped by
Thank
Themis
you.
Bless you. Right after they left.
Ow.
See if
Themis
any.
literally grabbed him and flew away.
Ah!
Like he legitimately got kidnapped. So
He did not get kidnapped by Themis. Themis followed him to wherever he went. So wherever Ouija went, Themis went.
but when we left the building, she was like, I think we have enough time to leave. And Themis was like, I don't know if
I don't know.
Good.
I don't know.
No,
Nothing
no.
bad. Nothing bad.
Also,
No.
if you ever need
So,
specifics,
hold on.
because
Oh.
I had to think about that shit while I was doing all of this. to
Well, it
make sure
depends
there
on
was no
what you mean
problems.
by consequences.
Cannot hear yet.
Ask,
Hold on. Trying to get my goddamn headset.
ask one of them two to contact my character.
Hold on. Hold on. Ardeen. Ardeen.
I would think there's going to end up being questions,
It's
especially
shit.
after this.
Come in. Do the things. Do the
Apparently,
fucking
I
things.
flux
Here we go.
cursed them
Okay.
in Wicarium. Or Hobbs
Okay.
did.
Okay. So, because of all the bullshittery that Iris went through with Divinity, that god death person, the Themis person that you saw talking to Iris's soul, made it so that her soul was no longer under his jurisdiction in Pantheon. So anything that happens with my story no longer affects Maribel. At all.
Oh, hell yeah! No consequences to telling Jesus spawn that you was formerly Jesus.
Yeah.
No, other
so I get a
characters'
second
reactions.
chance.
Other characters' reactions and opinions, you know, that's different story.
Yeah,
but
that's a
consequences
different
in
story.
terms of like divinity, yeah, no.
So right now, as far as
Nah, my
Maribel goes,
character
is
will curse
understood,
Salkovich.
all in love again, and also
With extreme prejudice.
now I get
By
to
the
raise
by.
him up.
If you want to do like communication between Hobbs and Mirabelle,
Like full boot, 10 toes down.
like
in the back of
I
the head.
see-
He will curb stomp a
Drop
bitch.
portal bitch.
I see stuff, or I see messages.
Or invite
it's
one of
fine.
the two, either one.
If you want to do scene, I'm fine doing the scene
Well,
too.
I was
If you
making
ever-
sure that
just hit
nobody
me
wanted
up.
to spectate before we went.
Oh, okay.
I'll see you later.
See you.
Oh, they're actually going on the thing. Okay, cool.
Yeah, they're actually going to do a scene.
I am hopping off for the night.
Alrighty.
Thank you guys for including me in your stories.
Yeah, of course.
Slowly.
Yeah.
Alright, peace out. Where's my
See-
power button?
See you, Dix.
Yeah, I was, Kenshi was asking if Aaron's stopping by, and I said probably not tonight, but tomorrow, most likely, yeah.
I did not. I was okay. So about the whole marriage thing, so many things were going on, and I was like, oh wait, I'm confused now.
Yeah, your brain fucking short circuit. That was funny.
Where's the bar? I have 2 worlds that have been set to fucking private. I'm hoping that's not one of them. We're just gonna message Isiah and be like, I'm going to go and bring Aaron to a bar to chill after all the shit that's been going on. You're welcome to come if you...
If you don't have one, I have one we can use. We can just say that Aaron, messaged Ouija and was like, hey, I'll take you up on that drink. You want to stop by the city? If you can't find a world.
I'm typing it into the world real quick.
Okay.
Okay. Let's test this one out real quick, because
Okay.
last I checked, I don't know if it's been updated, but there was like a little bit of a problem with the textures, so hopefully that's been fixed. If not,
Gotcha.
we can go with that idea.
Everything's good.
Seems okay.
Mm-hmm.
Can we cut colliders off, though? Dear God. I don't think we can, Rick. I don't think we can cut colliders off.
Am I transparent? No. Good.
No, you're not.
Okay.
You're good. Yeah,
Oh,
only
cool.
problem is colliders, but meh.
Yeah.
Meh.
Like I said, if you have another bar that would work better for y'all, we can do that, but
Nah.
I just wanted to come here.
Yeah, it doesn't matter that much to me.
Oh, it's Arcane. I thought this was Bioshock.
Alright.
I'm ready. I'm ready. Cars up in 3, 2, 1.
Oh, not bad.
Yeah, I know the owner. He let me rent the place out for today.
Gosh.
What is this? Table darts?
Something like that.
Awesome.
To be honest, I don't know.
Thing where you probably have to get the ball in the right hole or some weird shit like that. Kind of like, what's the game where you roll the ball up the hill that people play?
Skee ball?
There you go. Something similar to that, maybe, just weirder.
Oh, by the way, your brother came by as soon as the place was closing. I gave him a card about a Mexican place.
Okay. Did she say anything?
No, thank God. Thank God, because I was right behind him about to just like, no, don't say anything.
Asking about me too, more or less. Just told him that I didn't want to explain it a third time, so I've explained it 2 times. Pops gave
basic rundown, which is more than I'd like, no well.
Well, luckily, the whole soul fuckery isn't too uncommon in our universe, so you probably won't think too much of it.
It's her blood!
I did set some alerts down near the places I usually use to go to Wakarium. Just that it's easier to get there. Yep, somebody was trying to get there. It's just an easier spot to get there from. So if somebody was there and using magic to go somewhere, well, the runes will let me know, and I can hightail it the fuck out of there immediately.
I see. Well, speaking of knowledge that people have now, Artie broke the news to Belle.
Oh, and how did she take it?
Very well.
Very well. Honestly, I kind of expected it.
I mean, I wasn't expecting the conversation to get brought up if she shouldn't know, but Artie felt like she was lying to her, which is not really a lie if you think about it. Artie doesn't fucking know Belle. It's just some memories of Iris lurking in Belle, and Artie didn't like the fact of trying to hide the fact that she knew the previous reincarnation.
And it was just slowly eating away at her.
Well, it's understandable, considering everything. How are you two holding up with the information? I did, well, Dennis broke the news to you that I'm the one in charge of her soul at this point, but how are you dealing with the meeting of her?
Do I look like I care one way or the other?
Not really, but Aaron did seem slightly distraught when we went there the last time, so just thought I'd make sure, ask everyone.
Suited for him, so it's understandable.
Yes.
He's still sitting there walking around breaking the news to people that she knew, so for him it's still like it just happened.
Fuck, that's right.
Yeah, but I thought I should at least ask you also, considering, you do share a body. I'm sure you interacted with her to some extent, so it wouldn't be...
Yes, today when she came in, yeah, but I'm treating her like I would anybody else. Well, that is before they get to be in good graces with me.
That's fair. And you?
She's on better terms with me than your brother is, at least. She has got that going for her.
I'm surprised Pallas had his on good terms with anybody. How are you feeling, Isiah?
I was a little distraught, but Belle is Belle and Iris was Iris. I can differentiate from that.
That's good. Unfortunately, I couldn't get her to retain too many of her memories, mostly just feelings of closeness with certain people.
Works for me.
As things go, Optimus has the most.
Works for me.
Still in there.
I will admit I am concerned, even though Artie has said outright that she can do the differentiation, that she took a minute to separate the two. I don't believe her. Don't know how fast she's moving with Belle.
Well, it's to be expected, to be honest. It's going to take time to separate Belle from Iris. It is a very strange situation.
Till then went off on a date together before we left, she both of us out, so that's why I'm concerned about the differentiation actually being there, and whether Artie's just chasing the memory of Iris or actually chasing Belle.
That is fair. That is quite fast, to be honest. Considering the news just got brought up not too long ago, and she's only now breaking the news to her that, in fact, she's the reincarnation of her wife. To suddenly just go and take her out, well, yeah, I can see how that's concerning.
I can too, but
It would have
damn.
been preferential.
And there are some
preferential for them to get to know each other differently.
Sorry, you were speaking.
No, you're good.
I understand that some couples move fast, but yeah, I get it. It's still concerning.
We used to have a long time when we went to Kenshi's forest.
Yeah, technically.
Still, the only interaction they've had is when we were at Lying Fork and then thereafter at her apartment. It does seem slightly fast after one meeting. It feels like maybe...
I don't know if Belle stayed over at Artie's or not after we went to Kenshi's forest. Knowing Artie probably gave her a room somewhere to hole up in for her own. But either way, it's still... I have my doubts as to whether Artie's actually making the differentiation or not. I think she's chasing the memory of Iris. The wound's still too fresh, and she sees Iris and Belle knowing that it's the reincarnation isn't helping.
So basically,
that's true.
But this, I'm guessing, and it's kind of like how Inuyasha met Kagome, in a sense.
Slightly.
Sure.
Sorry.
Well, despite them not looking anything like each other, I'm sure that the knowledge that it was Iris has her, even of just slightly chasing that ghost. Seeing little mannerisms that Belle may have that reminds her of Iris, maybe. And maybe an inert feeling of, oh, I know how to handle this person. When in fact, she may not really. Considering that it's an entirely different person, you don't know how... I don't think she understands on the full scope that her actions are going to be taken differently from how Iris would react.
I mean, the news of Belle being the reincarnation of Iris is proof enough of that, of the two different reactions. Artie even admitted herself that Iris was having an existential crisis. And Belle's just sitting there like, okay. Which, all fine and dandy, good fucking job taking that fucking like a tank.
Well, that's a good thing she's mentally stable.
Yeah, well, her life has been interesting, to say the least. At least from what I've had the pleasure of seeing when I met up with her as she was growing.
No, that's just something I wanted eating at me and bothering me. But I'm not gonna sit there and say anything. I wasn't about to say anything in there and make a scene. Make either one of them feel bad, and much less start an argument with Artie.
Yeah, just let her talk.
Whatever, it's her decision.
But now, eventually, I believe Artie will be faced with a decision. Assuming that she is really just pushing things down and possibly taking things as face value with Belle, kind of chasing Iris's ghost. I feel like Belle will eventually catch on to that, especially with the knowledge of things, now being clear to her. Artie will eventually be faced with a decision, if this is the case, to either let Iris go, let the ghost fade and accept the person in front of her, or end up losing her. Because no one wants to be constantly compared to someone else. I can guarantee you, despite Iris's memory still being in there, Belle is a very different person.
Yeah, that's
tonight's the prime example of that.
Yep. She's much different from Iris. She was more Belle's more outgoing than Iris was. Very more flirty.
I don't know where she picked that up from. It definitely wasn't mine. Defense.
The flirty?
Oh yes. She's always had a way with her words. Had nothing to do with me or anything. Because as you know, when me and Themis were using the Wheel of Souls and all that, part of the things that go on with reincarnation is putting a bit of the... How should I explain this? Setting a bit of the base personality, like... Not their actual personality, but just personality traits, I guess.
I think
confidence was something we added, but the rest was that's all her.
Huh. If that's all her, then I guess that makes sense. I thought Themis probably took some pieces out of us. Like, at least some of our personality. Because, she was pulling some Zarbon shit when I first met her.
No, the only thing we really added was confidence, maybe a few other things. Just things to hopefully make her life a bit easier, but, you know, and possibly make it a bit easier when you all try to break the news to her if you ever did. Still, the way that she took the news and her personality as far as being very flirtatious, that is all her. We had nothing to do with that. That has to do with her growing up in the environments that she's been in and just how she decided to grow as a person.
It further shows she's a new person, completely different.
Yeah, when I took time just to go to the last place I saw Iris and just sit there and grieve and accept that Belle is Belle.
Yeah. Many is going to take time. Even for me, it took a little bit of time to really differentiate her. And I'm the one that put her there. So, I can only imagine for all of you, especially considering I didn't know her nearly as well as all of you, at least for as long. Belle is a good person. I've watched her grow for quite a while. Maybe not from childhood, but I did use my disguises to mentor her for a little bit. I was there in the past, so take good care of her.
It's empty.
One
At the rate she's being flirtatious, she's gonna outpace Aaron.
Watch out, she might have a ham bigger than Aaron at some point.
Wait, does she have a last name?
I did not pay attention to her family or their family name, to be honest. I just found that her name was Maribel and just rolled with it. You would have to ask her.
I'll ask her when I next see her.
Good man. That's the good shit.
So well-aged wine, I guess, up there.
That's cool. I would break like us as an extra country gave us, but it's never used for a very special occasion. What that occasion is, don't fucking know yet.
That occasion will come up eventually.
Went up there to ask the owner if he had anything really good down here that he keeps away from the normal customers. He doesn't know everything, but he knows a base of, you know, a serious talk and, I guess, celebrating the passing of an old friend. So he gave me that.
I was about to say, how does the owner not know his own inventory? That's bad business.
That's fair. A lot of this is like very rock gut liquor. Homemade liquor and, I guess, ale and beer. Especially in those barrels back there. They're all on tap.
Uh-oh. Oh no. Okay, I get it. Don't talk. Okay then. Okay, I see now. Don't talk shit about the owner. Wait for it. Wait for it. Oh, god damn it. There it is. Great. Noted, don't talk about the owner, because the Flux did not like me talking about him.
Stop playing right across the whole place. Whole fucking universe.
Wait. Well, eventually I decided to put a ring on Mirabelle, and Vesper's my wife, and she's a fox. And Mirabelle, she's a fox. Oh god, I think I might have a type of fox women. Anyway, I'm gonna keep that to myself.
It's gonna be interesting seeing Aaron's reaction to the news that was broken tonight.
Hopefully he's alright. He seemed distraught when he and Exotic Bosses ended up at the house the other day.
I mean, he was trying to sleep for the first time in multiple days, so... We gotta keep in mind we spent the last... I mean, you gotta keep in mind, not only was it fresh, he's been spending the last week telling pretty much everybody that he can get in touch with that knew Iris of her passing. So not only is it a wound that won't close, but it's also just exhausting.
Oh, fuck, Miko, that's right.
Gray, if Gray doesn't already know from the other side. Alex, if Alex isn't trapped on the other side with everybody else, I don't know if he was at the fight or not, or what happened there. Let's see who else is left.
I already told Vesper when she came over.
We told Tracy, we told Estella. I really don't think there's anybody else that we need to tell. We should go in her house at some point and get belongings. And those things that either she may have left a note about or had some special connection between her and whoever. If I remember right, we still have a key, so...
Yeah, I still have mine. I should still have.
See what we can find.
If you guys aren't busy, we can do it tomorrow.
I might be headed to Kenchi's jungle tomorrow just to take a chill pill. Or at least Aaron will.
Well, as long as Themis doesn't end up snatching me again, I think I'll be fine to go wherever.
I'm not sure if Aaron's ready for that, but we'll see. Not for me to decide.
Well, so, if you still want to be able to take a crack at the bitch that was fucking with Iris's life for so long, probably best not to tell Exotic Butters exactly who it is. But she seemed very pissed off at the mention.
As far as we're concerned, even though the bitch is still around, the situation has been resolved. Can't touch Iris anymore, so...
Oh, very true. If she dared to step even a single toe into my universe trying to go and fuck with her soul, I would curb stomp that bitch immediately. Extreme prejudice.
I think it'll be a long while before she decides to show her face after the master's lost. She tried to turn Themis into her personal puppet.
I think the fact that I was... I mean, I guess given the fact that I was there and meet a human, and yeah, that probably really hurt the pride.
Oh, yeah.
You brought a human to fight me, and you brought a mere human to fight me along the rest of you? Yes.
I mean, if she was smart, she would have looked back at the battle with Thanatos. Seeing how much of a fucking loss that would have been. Yeah, we still went down fighting Thanatos, but... She really thought it was going to be that easy. She should have known it wasn't going to be.
Well, you know how some divinity are. The amount of ignorance can be sickening.
True.
Oh shit, now I'm gonna have to tell Vesper about Mirabelle. Oh well.
You don't have to.
Not like the full...
Well, the way Mirabelle was looking at him at the fork, I think he's going to eventually have to.
Oh, that, yeah, have fun with that.
Just...
Like we were talking about the reincarnation news.
I don't think she needs to know that much detail unless she really asks. It's more like, hey, there's this new girl named Mirabelle, and she likes me, and I want to just run it by you. You know what I mean?
At the very least, outside of the pain that's going to be watching your will they, won't they bullshit happen again, I have more information on Mirabelle, so even if she's sitting there teasing the fuck out of all of you, I could still make her turn into a goddamn tomato. And that's going to be funny. I know a lot.
I would hope you would.
Well, I keep the scrying pool on standby. I do have to make sure that she's alright. This way I can discreetly go and handle things if something gets a little too overwhelming for her. And Exotic Butters for all the help with the shadow magic. It makes sneaking around a lot easier.
Careful, you start to sound like Psycho.
That is a line that I am not willing to ever cross. I just like the ability to be able to do missions a lot easier. You know, the whole glowing horns and hair makes things slightly difficult.
Yeah,
the eyes don't good for intimidation. Exactly. and it takes way too much effort to turn it off.
I thought your hair back when you were a demigod used to be a walking fucking flashlight, but I think he has you beat right now with that light.
Yeah.
Your light, that lighting on your hair right now is something fucking else. Holy shit.
I will admit though, the glowing eyes in the darkness is good for scaring the people that I'm going after. And like I told Exotic Butters, I do usually try and not the mortals in my universe. One, that makes more work for me to do, and two, I try not to be like the other gods that are very flippant and laissez-faire with the lives of others. Leaves a bad taste in my mouth.
Mm-hmm. That's...
It's good to hear that things have gotten somewhat resolved with Maribel. I didn't know how long you all were going to wait to tell her if you ever did decide to. Either way would be fine, as long as, you know,
Honestly, I
the
didn't
treatment was fine.
I didn't plan on either, because obviously she was, because like I said, she's different. Maribel's Maribel, Iris was Iris.
Marty was the one that deemed it necessary to tell her because she was lying to Maribel by trying to say how she knew or didn't know her. Marty doesn't know Maribel from anywhere, it's not a lie, but apparently to Artie it is, because she knew the previous incarnation.
Well, I can understand how that would go and weigh on her mind, especially if she does have intentions of eventually attempting to try and get into a relationship with her again. I can see why she would want to make sure that all the cards were on the table and that she knew everything.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Can you imagine?
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if she asked her today, given the date.
Well, we shall see. But yes, could you imagine? They eventually actually do end up getting close. And it's like months or a year after that this ends up coming to light, because eventually someone is going to slip up. Unfortunately, it's
Somebody's gonna say something that's just a little too close to home or a little too suspicious.
Mm-hmm.
That's, and as much as people would like to think that they wouldn't, knowing who she is, how she came to be, everyone's personal connections to Iris, all it takes is one moment of weakness, one too many cups of grog at Lying Fork, and seeing her walking around and she says a specific thing and it triggers a memory. And then you end up saying something on accident, and now she knows. And you're trying to scramble to salvage the situation. Should something like that happen, it would be a lot more of a mess than just coming clean.
Mm-hmm.
So I can at least respect the fact that she decided to get it over with early and rip the band-aid off.
I think it wasn't me.
How quickly she's trying to move is another, you know, thing in entirety of itself, but at the very least, not drawing it out as far as that goes sounds like a good decision.
We'll see what ends up happening.
Mm-hmm.
Her choice of chasing a relationship regardless of the reason. If the reason ends up backfiring her and stabbing her in the ass, and that's her doing.
Artie's a smart woman, so I'm sure she'll figure something out. Hopefully.
We'll see.
Hopefully you figure something out too. She's definitely interested in you.
Look, I can't help it if the lady wants the chocolate.
Well, she's definitely wants a piece of that Hershey bar, so you also need to think of what you're going to do in that situation, because I can guarantee you that she is a lot more assertive and sure of what she wants than Iris was. If she wants it, she's going to try damn well to take it.
I did tell her I was a married man, and I had to let Vesper know first.
That's good.
She was very confused when you mentioned Iris.
Yeah, my brain short-circuited. Alright. The noise was going on.
Auntie isn't the only one that came clean. This is exactly what I was talking about.
It wasn't really said outright that Iris and him were dating almost, but already shooed us out for their date before anything was said.
Yeah, I kind of stopped myself.
Now the question has been planted.
I told her I'd explain later. My brain short-circuited, alright? The whole fuckery was going on, and...
Good luck to you.
Thanks, I'm gonna... You know it, fuck it. Is this human safe?
Yes, it is.
Thank fucking God.
The majority of the people that live around this area are human, so... The only thing that's not human safe is the fairy wine, and we keep that downstairs.
Noted.
But good luck to you, sir. Especially now that you piqued her curiosity. She is a fox, after all. She's not going to forget. You're going to get past it.
And I will make sure I answer the questions as to, you know...
To put into perspective how smart she is, when I was going on as her mentor, which... What is today?
Technically Wednesday.
I'm going to have to make an appearance at some point soon.
Hello?
I went and hid most of my defining features. The horns, the face markings, the tail, yada yada yada, the glowing hair also. Even then, when we were at Artie's apartment, she still almost clocked me. So...
Oh, hi, Consuelo.
Oh no.
Uh-huh.
Setting my barrier to red on both fucking houses.
You know what? Same.
Look, I just got you a new customer, that's it. Because your stuff is good. Especially your nachos. Uh-huh.
Oh, different Consuelo.
Sorry, I'm at a bar with friends. Uh-huh.
I could be a real fucking dick right now if I wanted to, but I'm not going to.
Yeah.
Start shouting in the back room like we're at a strip bar.
No, you did not hear that, Consuelo. You did not hear that. Yes, Yes, I know I'm a married man, but...
Yo, I got credits for days. Credits for days.
Consuelo.
I did not know that you could swing on a pole that way.
Consuelo, I know I'm a married man. Stop. It's just my friends fucking with me. I'm not at the club.
Yeah, but you're wanting to fuck something else right now. I see you eyeing her.
Isiah, the ass is fat, but remember Vesper. We came here for the wings, remember?
Yeah, I'll come. Yeah, I'll come pick it up later. Yeah. Yeah. And just. Oh, he ordered the tequila. Oh boy. How many glasses was he in? 5 glasses. 5 glasses in.
There's nachos in the pan.
Oh, he's out. Oh, he out on the floor. Oh, I see.
Someone else is getting laid out on the floor right now for what we're seeing.
Isiah, put the woman's number down.
Yeah.
You can't take that slip of paper, Isiah. Think of the future. Think of what Vesper is going to say.
Consuela, goddammit. Consuela, no, I am not pimping.
I know all these bitches you got around looking at you say otherwise.
I'm pretty sure that one that passed by earlier said that she wanted a hush, a kiss behind the club later. You seemed very enthusiastic.
Consuela, please. Oh no. You hear very loud Spanish. I don't even know what she's saying.
She said in, I translate, you better not be doing anything that's uncouth, you cheating son of a bitch, or I'm going to tell your wife. I do have her phone number, do not make me call her right fucking now.
I'm not doing
show proof that you're not looking at women shaking their ass and cheating on your wife. I'll be so disappointed in you. You know better.
Yeah, I know. Hold on. Switch the camera. Don't send. See, it's just me and my friends here.
Alright, lady, you can come back out the basement. The coast is clear.
No, it's just that my friend just messing with me. No, there's literally no other women here. It's just me and the boys.
Almost debating throwing him a bone before someone actually calls his wife.
I actually need to take a phone call real quick. I'll be right back.
Miss Consuela, I'm sorry, we are not actually at a strip club. I can guarantee you that. We're just messing with him.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, thank yeah. Okay. Okay, yeah.
I know apparently Celia's whole thing is triple. No. Me, mostly Aaron. I don't know why. I don't think you can differentiate those two people.
Yeah.
I don't really know when we're back at the castle much, but
Yeah, just
we're walking around, she did kind of do the usual flirty bullshit with me once when we were walking around.
Yeah, just once.
Well, to be honest.
Yeah, steak chimichangas.
You look fairly the same, minus some other differences. And possible that she just likes both of your personality, so there's a very good chance she just doesn't give a fuck.
Why the
could be the fact that she just likes Aaron because he's fun to tease and fuck with and people find him cute. And then like me because I'm the hard, edgy fucking one and she wants... I don't fucking know.
Why the fuck did you two put barriers around your house when I said Consuela?
Because I'm not letting another crazy Mexican bitch come over to my house and start cleaning.
Yeah, so there was this one woman that kept showing up to one of my houses going, housekeeping, cleaning, I clean, cleaning, I clean, housekeeping. I didn't call her. I didn't hire her. She just kept showing up and she like broke into my house somehow and started cleaning shit up and demanding money.
Why'd you not call the cops? That's breaking and entering.
It was like this little old Mexican lady. I didn't want her getting dragged away by the police.
So if you call the cops and they hear breaking and entering, there's some of the SWAT team that are shooting her.
Exactly.
If I wanted her child, I would just electrocute her myself.
I don't want to. Oh, brain. No,
Well, then I
not
sent her to Aaron's castle.
brain.
Apparently.
What?
Brain, no.
Pause, Eugene.
Oh no.
Show the class.
If you need to cut your ears off in order to share.
Okay, hold on. I think I need to shut off my mouth before not my ears.
That's same difference, good enough.
I fucking knew where that was going. I knew it. Oh no. You are a devious man.
I'm saying you're not long enough for that joke.
Oh my ancients. Oh my ancients, that's that.
Kyle, when you're watching this later, don't worry, I'll tell you when I see you here in a few minutes.
Oh my gods. God damn it, Isiah.
Well, you guys know me long enough, and I make those kind of jokes.
That was a good one. That was a very, very good one.
Another drink after that.
Oh, love that.
Oh shit. But yeah, I don't know how she made it to Aaron's fucking domain and got to his house, but she somehow fucking did. Now he has to deal with her.
No, I gave my guards the order to fucking port her out on site.
Oh, okay. Okay,
The castle grounds being so large, and the city being even larger, I would see if Bree and Dahlia could help put up a barrier. Like I have my health, but that is... That's a mess.
Around the castle. Just around the castle, let her go to each of the houses in the city going, housekeeping, so we'll hire her full time.
Anyway,
Who knows? Maybe somebody will take her in.
So I sent your brother to that Mexican place. Apparently he was 5 tequilas in and he was out like a light.
Yes. I'm glad to hear that. Now he's going to be late for one of his meetings, because I know that bitch has work. He's going to get yelled at. I'm glad, fucking lightweight. That's what I should do. I should plant a bottle of the fairy wine that always puts Themis on his ass. And let him drink that. I might actually get rid of him permanently that way.
Either get him some fairy wine or get him some dragon meat. Actually, you might be able to ask. I could see if I could ask Kenshi for another sample of the dragon meat that she has. The dragon meat with the rainbow meat.
I am now thinking of the possibility of how hard would it be for me to sneak back into the realms undetected and, like, use that to poison his supply of just drinks in his house. Like, just replace something randomly with that shit.
Replace all the office water with it. Or just
yes.
Tilt it. Or a laxative. That's always a classic.
A laxative, you'll be shitting for hours.
If I did that, he would either know for sure that I'm out, because I'm not entirely sure that he knows completely that I'm here. He probably suspects. So if I did that, he would either know for sure that I'm walking around, or he would blame my other brother.
You got another one?
So what you do is you
Two brothers and one sister.
You set up a hell of a feast, wherever, whatever, however, and you plant laxatives in it. That way they can just blame the food.
That'd be a good idea.
Somehow just sneak into his workplace and actually find the schedule. Hold on, let me. First, sneak into the workplace, find the schedule if they're planning any parties, find the food, then place the laxatives in the drink. You won't just get him; you'll get the whole piece. You'll get his whole department.
Which will actually be the better slow down even more on whatever they're trying to do. Which is presumably fine to do, but for whatever agenda.
I'm not sure. I feel like
agenda is if we put it back a few days. That shit in the fucking rivers.
Part of me wants to believe it can't be that important, that he must not have told anyone. Maybe that's wishful thinking, because I feel like if he told the others, gods, my sister and brother would be fucking tearing up my damn universe looking for me by now.
I need to keep an eye out for more white coats.
White coats? No, I don't believe.
So he's the only one.
Most likely, yes.
Okay, so what about the other two then?
My sister's always been a bit more passive. And my other brother, he does have a bit of a violent streak, but a thinker he is not. So, as far as planning and bullshit goes, we don't have to worry about the white-coated one. As far as actions go, mindless fucking actions to go and look for me. The other one would definitely be the one.
That's what's behind your ceiling.
Not directly, but they definitely played a hand in it. Well, I wouldn't have been in the situation if it wasn't for at least one of them. My sister definitely not. The brother is. Let me see. I type a prompt into this. Can I even show what he might look like? It's been a few thousand years since I last saw him, so take this with a grain of salt, but something is better than nothing. And there. The hologram pops up.
I'll stick out like a sore thumb.
Okay. Oh, look. Oh, yeah, okay.
God, I am pasty white in here.
You make that sound like it's a problem.
Ouija's hair was fucking glowing like a fucking flashbang a minute ago.
Bro, it's like
There we go.
that man turned into a Super Saiyan behind the counter.
He's gonna throw the hologram out onto the floor so you can see the entirety of him. So this is what he looked like the last time I saw him.
Damn, he.
Huh? What?
This is his other brother. This is his other half brother right here. Damn, he lost his tail.
He looks like even more of a twink than Aaron does.
I know, but he's surprisingly violent.
I mean...
He's like a little angry gremlin.
I'm surprised he's not wearing an ankle bracelet then.
I wouldn't be surprised if somebody put one on him eventually. It would probably be for the best.
Next. Fuck, if he shows up wearing black Air Forces and an ankle bracelet, we have a whole ass fiend on our hands.
Keep in mind, that was him the last time I saw him. And he was still coming into his own powers back then. So there's definitely a chance for changes. After all, I didn't grow out my horns until quite a while. Quite a while into me growing older. And he definitely has some hidden under that fucking hair. If he's ever headbutted you, you would definitely fucking know.
So he's basically like Tanjiro. Sorry, I know I'm making a noise.
Oh no, you're fine. It's fine. Definitely similar. He does enjoy. He's just violent. The violent little shit.
No, thank you.
They were going over the fact that my brother did in fact appear slightly after we left. So, good timing on that.
So, out of character, Isaiah's gonna text Mirabelle something. I know this is gonna just sound weird, but do you have a last name by any chance?
She does not respond, nor does your message get read.
Well, she's probably asleep then.
I'm going to change my phone so I'm not as pasty. It's a bit better. It's a bit better. There. Welcome, golf.
You have blue on. Most goths have black on.
Or purple.
I'm a pastel golf. Whatever.
So, what brings you?
That's
Oh,
Oh my god, he's blonde.
I told you.
Super Saiyan.
His hair is
Yeah, my hair goes like that sometimes.
You know what? It's alright. Don't worry. I won't let you be alone. I'll change back. I'll be pasty white for you. Don't worry. It's alright. You want to be alone.
I could change forms and it wouldn't be. You didn't have to do that. I
Nope,
could
too
have
late.
changed forms.
Nope, too late. Too late. Nope, too late.
Well, you did want me to walk around disguised, but okay, that's fine.
I mean, you're already disguised. You're a blonde.
No.
I don't know how well you can see it from your eyes, but god damn.
Out of character, I can see it in my mirror, and I didn't know if it was just me or not.
No. I didn't want to say it, but I muted my mic. I was like, he's blonde!
I'm curious. I would step behind the bar. Okay, don't do it to me. Good.
Could I get a fairy wine? Oh, whoops.
Oh, yes.
That's what I was doing. I assumed it was behind the bar.
You said it and then tried to cancel it if I walked around, so.
No, I did that,
Also,
and then I accidentally picked up this glass. I didn't mean to.
Yes.
Yes, apologies. I was not trying to steal your drink. I'm sorry. So what are we talking about?
Whatever.
There you go.
We kind of just been bouncing between subjects, to be honest.
Yeah, so,
I'm gonna be taking my leave here soon. I'm hungry, want some actual food.
So now the fairy wine thing.
Cool.
This leather is now for fairy wine. I had to readjust the barrels for that.
Cool. Good to know.
Oh, he's not leaving here on his feet.
oh no.
Everything's on tap. The owner is allowed.
Good to know. A moment while I adjust my ear. Headset. So I was a bit out of it because Nipsey kept trying to get my attention. Why the fuck did you run out of Lucarium?
So, there's certain areas in my universe that I found that's easier to go and get to Aquarium and just the metaverse in general. I've made some of my safe houses on top of them, but on others, well, not so much. And that's coming from me, who can fuck around with space at will. So, for the ones that aren't on a residential property, I put little seals near them, so if somebody goes into that area and uses magic, seeming like they're trying to go interdimensional, it sends an alert to my phone. And at the moment, there's only 2, or maybe 3, I guess, if you count my friend Gray, people that know how to get out of there other than me. My page, Gray, and then my brother. So if the seal goes off and alerts my phone, I know someone's trying to get into the metaverse from my universe. And I can leave. My pages don't have to worry about it, because they just go to one of my houses, or, you know, the fucker off in whatever way they usually do. Gray's just not interested. So, pretty sure it's number 3. I ended up being right.
Yeah, Stalker came to visit.
Calling him a stalker. What did he do?
He popped the straight out. He just showed up behind me. Is like, hello, I'm just to ask Mirabelle some questions.
I was me when I came in last week, standing in the distance. Then decided to stand there in the distance and watch the group until Debbie decided to walk over and essentially confront him and be like, quit being a creep and get your sorry ass over here. Asking really creepy questions about you, like he's trying to stalk and find you like some weird fucking ex. Now he's asking a random chick that he hasn't met before the same fucking creepy questions.
Wait, what do you mean by that?
You
talked to Mirabelle for a second.
Yeah, basically he talked to Mirabelle about questioning how to find you. I know she met you a little bit, but I don't think she knew you. Like, know you by first name basis. So that's why I showed up.
What did he say before you asked her?
Oh, fuck. I'm looking for somebody. Gave basically a description of you. Or what you used to look like.
Halo, blue hair, all that stuff. Markings on the face.
I don't know if he noticed me, but I was behind him where I was in view of Mirabelle, and I was ready just to say, don't say that.
Well, he probably noticed you behind him, but he wouldn't have noticed you making any hand gestures, at the very least.
He told that he used to pay attention to his surroundings more. I told him that he could do with a little bit less stalker in his vibe.
Well, on the bright side, at least you don't have the halo, so...
True.
Yeah.
So, him missing the halo in the description, from the description is like me missing the scar on my face in our description. Wouldn't really be enough to put anybody off. Like, I don't know, that's not the same guy.
True, and knowing how you two were probably operating, you probably cut Maribel off before she could say anything.
We kind of deflected the situation. Luckily, we carried was closing as new questions were being asked, so we kind of have a hurry on out anyways.
That's good.
Luckily my horns are shorter, and the halo isn't exactly there anymore. At least not without effort, so...
Let's just hope he's not...
considering... Go ahead.
Well, let's just hope he doesn't... Let's just hope there's another person named Ouija, or that he knows, like, no, that's not the same person.
But considering you do still have face markings and she's semi-new to the metaverse question? I don't know.
She'll probably spill the beans if she does actually clock you. Because she won't know any better, I would assume. Now, of course, hopefully she might be a little bit smarter than that and have the common sense of, you know, not immediately outing somebody like, oh yeah, I've seen this person. I mean, if she sticks around long enough and he keeps acting the way he's acting, the stalker vibe better put her on alert. If not, I am very concerned for her well-being as a whole.
Fair. That works too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They just look like a big headed E-boy, so it works.
Well, I could always go more in depth. It's just I don't usually.
That's more than enough, I would think. Alright, cowboy, calm down.
Well, I doubt anybody would notice or know who I am like this, so.
Trying to make that one cowboy feel like you're taking his job.
Spike.
What's his name again?
Spike.
No.
No.
Boots.
That's somebody I haven't seen for a long while.
That's it. Yeah. Yeah, something like that.
Boots won't mind.
Something. I don't know.
Oh, Boodle.
Whatever. I mean, it fits.
You know, you look like a mix between that person. You look like a mix between that person and one of the, like, somebody like from a revolutionary group with a fucking armband.
Viva la revolution, or whatever the fucking phrase is.
Just say it.
I don't know how to say it. I don't know how to say it. I can't speak Spanish.
I only know a few words in Spanish.
Same. You know a few phrases.
I don't want to fuck over anything off the top of my head immediately, so meh.
Something that is on my mind, though, is you said that he was watching all of you in the group. You, I can understand. Considering you shot a lightning bolt at him. Not so much. You were in armor. He shouldn't have been able to tell who you were. Were you near them when he was watching everyone, or was it just...
When I came in, he initially clocked me and looked like he backed away or tried to move to some degree. And I went down with the group. But he confronted Debbie and said something about reminding him of somebody or something along the lines of that. Then again, I believe he said the same thing to Maribel in an attempt to try and loosen her tone.
Unfortunately, it's both understandable. He is my brother after all. He has some sense of knowing what my manner feels like. And for Maribel, I had to do something that I haven't done in a very long time. And as far as Devi goes, well, if not for the fact that, you know, her consciousness was somewhat born from the corruption that's inside of me, she keeps a bunch of my mana crystals on her to help combat it. So, her especially is just a walking fucking beacon.
You may want to talk to her about that, then.
Well, fortunately, a friend of mine recently taught me how to make anti-magic circles. And I'm planning on showing her how to do in case he decides to show up or do anything unforward. At least until I can get there and drive my spear through its back.
So we found another one with family issues.
Am I the only one that doesn't have family issues?
No, but you have Pantheon issues, which is arguably worse.
I had a mean joke.
Go on.
You can't have family issues if they're dead.
I mean, as far as I know, Typhon and Echidna aren't technically dead, so...
Right, this is Lotho, not Anne. Apologies.
That's fine.
I'm sorry!
I'm glad it's asleep right now.
Same then.
For your sake, I'm going to keep that secret, that happened.
This never leaves. Okay? I never said that.
Vegas always got it.
What happened in the bar stays in the bar, it's fine.
What? I said Vegas rules. We're good.
Oh, okay.
But yes, it's fine. Like I explained to the other two, the brother that they've met is more of a plotter. While he can do things physically, he's not exactly a terrible fighter. He mostly likes to stand back and try and figure things out and observe people. It's the other one that we have to worry about trying to jump people on unexpectedly. But if he knew anything, he would already be out doing that. So, I haven't heard of any disruptions, so I'm doubting that he knows anything yet.
Well, hopefully it stays that way. That makes me wonder why he's looking for you. Unless he's just scouting things out before he decides to tell the others.
I honestly can't say that I know. He's
Or
always
he
been a
might be the
shrewd
only one
bastard.
he might be the only one on the viewpoint that he has. He said at least one of them helped seal you or had a hand in it. Maybe he's the only one that's just a stretch with no grounds to. But assuming there is only one that played a hand in it, maybe he's the only one that shared the mindset.
Maybe I should give some context for that. So, the gods in my realm are a bit strange. It is a pantheon in a way, but we're not united. I would say even the Greeks are more united than the people over there.
Damn.
So,
Jesus.
when things go, it's kind of power-oriented. Me being one of the stronger ones, a lot of people wanted me to do more leading, take on more responsibilities than I was willing to do. Especially since I was a young god at the time anyway. Didn't really want to do all of that shit. My brothers, on the other hand, Palace especially, he wanted power. Maybe not tangible power, but more like political power to sway the minds of the other gods in the Pantheon. So he became something similar to a godly law enforcer there. Well, someone there did something that was, to me and my family, a bit unforgivable, in a way. Palace decided that it wasn't worth the effort to go and try and get vengeance upon that person. Deimos definitely wanted to just go and murder him immediately, or do some type of physical retribution, and I was on his side for the most part. My sister is quite passive, so we just left her out of that, but there was an argument between the three of us. I decided to go off on my own and show him a little bit of a lesson. Sneak into his temple, destroy some of his things, steal a few things possibly, and then leave. Was it a good idea? No. But, once again, I was young, stupid. Well, he ended up finding out. And of course, prideful gods, he wasn't going to let that shit slide. To be fair, I probably wouldn't have let it slide too much myself, but he decided on a duel. He wanted to fight me. If he won, I'd become something akin to a slave to him, I guess. Was the previous god of death in my universe. Thought having someone as powerful as me under his command would be beneficial. My terms for if I won was that he would apologize for what he did and never come near my family again. During the day of the duel, I don't know how or by whose fucking command, he was allowed to change the terms. If he wins, he gets to take over my domain of night. He gets to lead that entire fucking bullshit. If I win, I get his domain of death.
Okay.
Should he fade, his domain should have gone to his daughter. But he decided to go and put that up because he was confident that a young god wouldn't be able to beat him with all his years of experience. This duel was set inside of a type of room that most attacks or damage that you took wouldn't be fatal, wouldn't be enough to make someone fade or truly die. At the most, if you died, you would end up reforming eventually as per the normal. Someone tampered with the things there. And when I ended up winning, he died invaded. I went for the killing blow. And they decided that I must have been the one that tampered with things, that I cheated out of petty revenge and I just wanted him murdered, the same way Deimos did. Because we agreed with each other that he deserved some sort of retribution for what he did. And so when I was sitting there being judged for my quote-unquote crimes, who was the one, the final nail in the coffin, and end up with me banished, but my own brother? The person that had known me the longest and knew of my character decided that I was guilty, to save face with the rest of those that were there. And so I ended up where I was, and that entire bullshit with the cultists ended up happening. I still blame him for that.
Why didn't they investigate the seal or the barrier artifact or whatever it was? Somebody must have left some trace of tampering.
It was a political power grab. With the most powerful one there gone,
Waiting on somebody?
to disrupt the way that things go.
No, just Nipsey.
I
We're
know.
going to head out. Nipsey might stop by if she's able to. Question mark? I'm not sure.
She should be fine to come here.
Just to simply take notes for me.
That is fair.
Call
But
me
yeah,
if
that
you
entire
need
thing,
me.
I don't
I'll
know
be in my
why
flower
he's looking
fields.
for me after that.
So
Okay.
they'll also be the next best suspect. That's the reason that it went the way it did. Your brother might possibly just be looking for you to wonder why you did what you did in his eyes.
If he was going to ask that, he would have allowed me to properly testify when the charges were brought up against me. If he could
Could have
have
been
that
something came to light that changed his mindset.
Possibly. Hello, Nipsey. How you doing? Oh, I was going to offer you a juice, but I forgot that, ghost.
Hey, oh,
I honestly don't know for what reason he might be looking for me. There's always the possibility of going ask, but I would just rather.
That's cold.
But time will tell. He hasn't told my other brother, for that I'm sure of. Else there'll be a lot more chaos going on in my universe.
Which leads me to believe that his intentions are probably a little bit less hostile than we may be assuming. Can't take the possibility off the table, but either he wants to handle it himself personally one-on-one, or it's less hostile than we're assuming.
Well, as far as my banishment goes, it should have been for about... Well, it would have been fairly over by now. Completely, in fact. I mean, they couldn't banish me permanently. I ended up becoming the new god of death after all. They kind of need me in the universe.
I don't know.
Well, if you come up with a way that we can test him, let me know. I can't think of anything right now.
I would say one of us could take him out for a drink. It can't be us. So we fire a lightning bolt at him. Can't exactly, be like, hey, you want to go out and grab a drink?
That's fair.
Yeah. Alright.
Maybe if you...
Aaron's asleep.
Maybe if you can bring him to somewhere. Yes, I'm doing fine, Lucy. Hope that you're doing well. I was just showing them the whole shape-shifting thing I'm able to do. Change forms and all that. If one of you were able to bring him to a place that isn't a carrier malign fork, unfortunately trying to disguise myself ends up leaking more power than I would like. So I end up not being able to go there in those forms. Maybe I can show Orlando like this. Orlando could work. And show up somewhat like this and present myself as an informant or something. Try and get in his braces and question him what he wants me for.
I would say Orlando is a default, but given what's going on in the woods with that weird spirit gate that I heard about, I don't know if that's been resolved yet. That I believe that they will probably be closing off that section of the city in order to try and draw more populace to the beach for a little while.
Well, he followed your instructions for taco, or food, or something. Said he passed out after tequila. We could maybe send him to a restaurant that we frequent. Well, maybe not the one that we frequented before, but we could send him somewhere.
I mean, there's a bar under that bakery that's more fitting of these vibes. Unfortunately, we got rid of the fucking pool table in there. A little upset about that, but...
Well, that could be a thing. If he goes to Orlando and be like, oh, we know somewhere here that's, interesting to talk. Go to the bar.
If we talk outside, that would allow you to be up top, listening in, sitting on one of the benches.
Exactly.
That bar does have 2 stories also, whereas the one out near the bakery only has the one, and is more fancy and a little bit more open.
What's up, Nipsey?
Yes, I think the bar with the pool table would be a good idea. Just to
I wish I had a fucking pool table still. Well,
I didn't know that they took that out. That's unfortunate.
I found that out last time when I was sitting there wandering around. No, I remember once somebody told Aaron that it looks like a bar with heat rod, and then somebody said the same thing. Somebody else said the same thing to me a couple weeks later. So...
Well,
I don't see Aaron ever running far, but whatever.
Well, I'm fairly good at doing it. I've done it for a job for quite a while after all. Alright.
We can figure that out sometime. Now, I'm gonna head home and make some mac and cheese. I've still got Lily at my place, so I'm gonna see if the family wants some good mac and cheese.
That's a good idea.
Nice homemade, maybe a little bit of hamburger thrown in, make it like queso dip. So,
Just don't hurt yourself fourth dimensionally now.
Just pull the star or light from behind me. That's a neat trick, Nipsey. Good job. Oh, they're going.
Ignore that. I was trying to toggle. There we go. There we go.
Good job, Nipsey.
So the chimichanga. Oh, cool. The chimichangas are good. Ready? Yeah, I'll come and pick them up. Another friend came up and said hello. She says hi. Yeah, I'll come pick them up.
Yeah, that's good.
I'll come pick them up.
Sorry I haven't called on you lately. I do need to go and get you another batch of spirit cookies and stuff.
Like,
I think I still have one more from when I was inside that other plane. Here you go.
yeah, I'll see you later.
See you later.
This is the best I can do for you. I can't physically touch you. Yeah, I'm gonna be
It
cutting
seems
that.
like everybody's leaving. We're heading out, old man. Thank you for letting us use your bar.
Yeah, no problem.
Come on, Nipsey. If you're just here to hang out, then we can go back to the house and I can try and make you some more spirit cookies, alright? Yeah, that's good.
Cookies, cookies, cookies. Yay.
I can't wait till you see the VOD for this section.
I was in and out.
You missed the good part.
Hold on.
Shut it out though.
I know, I'm hungry as fuck.
It's okay. Get back in the
My
desktop though.
stomach. Yeah, I plan to.
Good.
But yeah, no, I'm starving. So
Okay,
I'm gonna go make some mac
go
and cheese.
go
I'm bringing you with me on my phone because I want to talk. Change my.
Well, now Lathone and Isaiah now know the basic rundown of why Ouija was on Earth in the first place. We're outside.
Yeah.